gosh, it's a repeat. You just broke the picture again.
What's happening again?
The camera's going.
I need a 2-car garage.
We're good.
Was that on camera? Did you film it?
Oh my god, you are a wanker.
Alright. It's all good.
Fantastic.
Classic. So what just happened?
So,
I don't know.
I don't know how this works, so we put these on.
just put it on your head.
Yeah, they go in your ears.
You can love to listen to your own voice. I cannot believe you did that again.
It's fine. It's all
Wow.
If you want more or less of your voice, or hello. Ooh.
I like to struggle to hear everybody.
Oh my god, this is not a great start.
Yeah, I think I hit record too early.
I had too many pre-drinks.
What is this? Do you just like tie this up tighter every time?
Alright. Do you need more?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Just wait.
Oh, you do. You tied it up tighter again, didn't you? What is happening?
Yeah,
Who needs more?
Suck it in.
Okay.
Who needs more?
Is that enough for
I
everyone?
call this the black hole.
No, look at.
What are you doing?
Has everyone got enough?
No.
Oh my.
I've got it all.
It's like you're a fucking.
Oh my god.
Get more than you think.
There we go.
There we go. Alright.
Perfect.
Maybe cut all that out.
Okay.
No, don't cut that out.
So we're down one picture.
Oos.
Adrian's going to edit that in post.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Wait, we have an edit?
Not for you.
close?
Have we figured that out yet?
Just
face.
talking to it. Okay.
Yeah, it picks up.
You need more?
Yeah.
I need more.
Picks up pretty much everything. So
It does.
You can like bang the table and it'll pick it up.
I was trying to do that earlier.
Yeah.
I see you got new coasters.
Yeah, impressive, isn't it?
Don't.
They're not biscuits.
I found it so hard to find any coasters anywhere.
Did you?
Yeah, these are like $2 from the cheap shop next to the tech decks.
It's just cork flooring.
It's like, I went into Bunnings and bought some cork flooring. Cut it up myself.
Oh.
Now I don't have enough fucking cord on my head things.
Oh my god, we just went through all this. I said, is everyone
What happened
all
to
good?
wireless, mate?
Do
We're
it
living in
again.
the 23rd century.
Loosen it off. No, we're good.
Is everyone actually all good this
No,
time?
I'm
I'm
okay,
okay.
I'm
I'm just
okay.
being difficult.
I'm okay.
All good.
Where's your European beer?
Isn't Peroni European? Italiana?
Italiano.
That's in Europe.
I guess it does count.
Joke's on you. I didn't even know that. It's just the last one I had in the fridge.
Oh, you didn't go to the bottle today?
I couldn't make
He
it.
was late, mate.
Spent the whole time trying to put kids down.
Stressful.
Put him
isn't it?
down.
I failed and
At the
bailed.
shelter.
Stressful, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't have kids.
You failed and bailed. Katie pissed off.
That's my new
Sorry,
logo.
sorry, Josh. And neighbours.
Just chilling on the lawn. Daddy, come back.
God, that's so awkward.
Brings back memories.
Oh fuck. We got another face here this week. Does Adrian want to introduce his friend here?
Make it as awkward as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adrian
How about
just
he can
walked in.
introduce himself?
Yeah, sure. Well, last guest we had, we didn't introduce until an hour 40 into the episode. So I thought I'd get the front foot.
Yeah. It's pretty solid. I guess maybe.
I don't know how to introduce myself.
Who are you? What are you?
That's a deep question.
Yeah.
Okay.
What name was given to you at
Steve
birth?
or Stephen.
Well, let's establish which one it is.
Yeah. I was also curious to that.
We'll flip a coin.
I said when we pulled up, okay, because I always call Steve.
Yeah.
That's what I've known him for forever. And,
I
Makes
read
sense.
it as Steph. I'm like, is this a chick or a dude?
and then you go, you said Steven. I was like, oh, he said Steven in the message. And then
That's because I think you've referred to him as Stephen, and then every time I've like heard of him, those 2 times, it's been like Stephen M. And I was like, maybe he's going full legit with the name.
You guys went deep into the name.
Yeah,
anyway,
we sure did, Ashley.
So what's your date of birth? Thinking about it.
No, it was January, if you need to know.
okay.
Is that Cancer? No, that's June.
I don't know what.
I don't know what it is.
Why is there a star sign Cancer anyway? Is Cancer bad or good?
I think it means the crab. Either way, it's bad.
You got crabs. Yeah, I don't know.
I think I hooked
Yeah,
everything up.
so thanks for having me here.
Yeah.
You're right, mate.
This is all just too awkward. Let's just Ash, you're the guest.
Oh,
take
okay,
the
I'll
awkwardness
guess.
off.
No, that's why. Yeah.
Where's the spirits? Which ones are we having today?
Well,
I
straight
didn't, I
into
didn't
it.
bring any other spirits
The
today.
only reason Ash comes every week.
Yeah. Did you
didn't
not bring
bring-
a fresh bottle of something?
I didn't. I
Good.
was like, today I have to watch my alcohol consumption.
Why?
Because
he
a
has
few
eyes.
weeks ago it was sketchy as fuck.
Didn't make it home.
Yeah, I'm so glad this is at my house. Nikita hit me up last Sunday morning. She's like, were you drunk last night? And I'm like, I don't think so. I'm like, why? And she's like, oh, you came to bed and left all the candles on and left the back door open. And I was like, oh, I don't remember going outside.
Or lighting candles.
Okay.
Yeah. What happened last time?
What do you mean?
Maybe I was drunk too.
I think you were. I think you've been pretty drunk every episode.
Nah, I just acted.
No.
Because I drive home responsibly.
Yeah.
You're always like, oh, look at this beer that I bought from Belgium. That's 64% alcohol
And 3 liters.
Yeah.
$19.
every time. That's why I was surprised by tonight's option.
It's Italian, which is pretty impressive.
Is-
It came all the way from Italia.
Yeah.
Did it? I bet it did.
Yeah.
Know any other interesting facts from Italy?
Yep. They recycle. They have
Yeah.
pregnant people that shouldn't drink.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Good effort.
Nah.
Anyway.
I've been to Italy. Don't remember much of it because I was drinking these.
Oh.
new.
Did everyone admire my lawn as you just walked in? I know it's pretty dark out there.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
I bought a brand new mower today. It's my first new mower.
Right
I
on.
was so stoked. Yeah, I got a ride on for
One
my
lap, I'm done.
Nah, just a push mower.
Nah.
Felt like a baller at the shop because he was like trying to sell me this model, and I was like, "What if I had like say $150 more to spend?" And he's like, "Ooh, right this way."
Back room, sir.
Of course. He's like, just push this around a bit. And he's like, you're pretty good at pushing a mower.
It's a scooter shop all over again.
This mower's got sharp blades.
Oh yeah, actually, they were so much better. I've never mowed the lawn with like brand new blades either. It was like,
Okay.
wow, the grass is so short.
It's like a new razor.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a Gillette
I
mower.
haven't shaved my face.
Yeah, I parked 2 wheels on your grass, by the way.
I park
There
behind
better
you.
not be indents.
Park behind you like always.
It was pretty awkward though, because like when I started mowing, like I just wanted to feel it out.
And you couldn't stop.
Yeah, and no, not only that. But
Hey,
then-
neighbour.
Yeah.
Do you,
think-
anyone need the lawn smoke?
Walking through Woolworths.
Just stand up with a sign.
I actually washed it after I used it as well. And my mum's like,
You're that
that'll
guy.
be the, my mum's like, that'll be the only time you ever do that. And I'm like, no, it won't.
Yeah,
Next
well,
week, you're back in the mower shop, like, it's rusted.
Nah, but when I started mowing, my neighbour started, like, he must have heard me
course.
mowing, and he's gone, oh, I need to mow as well.
The old dick measuring
Yeah,
contest.
exactly. So normally his lawn's pretty mint.
Until
But I reckon I got him
shit
this,
on it.
I reckon I got him this time.
Yeah.
But do you reckon etiquette? I was thinking this as I was mowing, and I was like, I'm going to ask these boys because they always ask me stupid shit about toilet seats and stuff. Do you reckon etiquette with your neighbours would be if I'm mowing the front yard, they start in the back?
Why?
It's awkward as fuck. Like every lap, when we turn around and we're just facing each other, and then we're like, see you on the next run.
That is awkward.
I've never
Yeah.
thought of it, but I don't think I've ever.
Yeah, but you got a cool like ride on yard,
Yeah.
so you're just
My
like,
front yard's bigger than your block.
yeah. Whoa.
Jesus.
Okay, how'd you go in the floods?
Ooh. Stranded for 3 days. No electricity.
Got flooded and you had no electricity for ages.
Yeah, that was fun.
But yeah, pretty
I
happy
don't know.
with my
I think
purchase.
I don't know if it's like an unwritten law or anything. I don't think anyone ever thought of it.
I don't think anyone's ever thought of it either until I did while I was mowing the lawn.
Oh,
What about when you're
the
like
first original thought?
Yeah.
you're mowing like the part like which council owns in front of your house?
Hmm.
Do you keep going and just sort of mow your neighbour's bit as well, or do you just make yours look better and just stop right on the line?
I stopped because, without getting too personal and in depth, he loves his lawn, and I don't. I've never cared too much until today's purchase.
Okay.
Now I'm thinking about mowing tomorrow as well.
Are you really? No.
Nah, not tomorrow.
You're on his
Monday.
You're on his front. He's like, get that razor mower off my lawn.
I swear the people across the road from us mow the lawn every other day.
Yeah, I can see like now that I'm older with kids why it's so fun to mow the lawn. Because it's just like an hour out of the house.
It's podcasting time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they come and like try and play with me and stuff while I'm mowing. I'm like, get your toes.
One. Jesus.
Nah, I didn't do that.
No.
Ever.
Ever. Not even once.
I had my kid shadows me while I'm whippersnipping. He just stands there and covers his face while he gets smashed with rocks and shit. And I'm like, fuck this. So I threw him in the car and went to Kmart and bought one of those little plastic things. And he just like follows me with his little plastic whippersnipper. Yeah. They don't cut much.
Solid. So do you need?
Nice sip, boys.
Thanks.
Yes, bro.
It's always good when two people drink at the same time and there's an awkward silence.
It's good because there's like another person here that could actually be speaking but chooses not to.
Steve.
No.
Did you get upsold on your mower?
No, I don't think so. I got a pretty legitimate young bloke.
What
He
brand
helped
did
me
you
out a lot. Mass Sport.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're good. Briggs and Strat.
Yeah, so I was going to go Bunnings.
You guys are fucking ridiculous.
We have lawns, mate.
Yeah. I was going to go to Bunnings and then I was like, oh, I'll just pull into the real mower shop on the way because it's literally on the way.
Oh, which one? Beenleigh.
Nah, Bethania Mowers.
Oh, yeah, I've never been there.
Haven't you?
No.
They're sponsoring the show.
Yeah. Thanks, Kevin, for your help today. I appreciate that $100 off for the shout out. No, he full hooked me up, gave me some oil, and I was going to buy a whippersnipper as well.
Are you ever going to put the oil in the mower?
Yeah, I put it in straight away.
You need
Oh.
Told me exactly how many. I
Don't do
did
what I did.
make that mistake once. Had to get like the mower wasn't working, so Nikita's like, I'll call my brother-in-law who's mechanically minded, and I was like, no, I'll fix it one day. And then he came around and he's like, there's no oil in your mower. And I'm like, I know. That's why I said I'd get to it.
That was my next step.
Yeah.
I was mowing the lawn once because we're going to Europe. So I was like, I'll just quickly mow the lawn. It was just a push mower one. And we're going to Europe the next day. So I put the mower in the shed and then I was cleaning the garage and I found like a little bit of mower oil left. So I'm like, I'll run up and fucking throw it in there because I've never put oil in the thing. Went up and I poured there's like quarter of a bottle into the mower. You know, we went away for a month, come back and I started mowing again. Oh no, I went to mow it and I was just starting it and the thing's just choking and like, anyway, I'd poured the whole fucking oil thing into the fuel part. You know. So I had to rip apart my whole mower and like figure out how to clean it and shit.
Did you fix it?
Yeah, I just cleaned it all out and it like worked perfectly. Must have like the oil would have just cleaned out all the mechanical bits.
Yeah, right.
I'm not an engine guy, but it worked.
Mechanical bits.
So now I always run my mower on oil.
Yeah, love that smoke.
Yeah. No, I was going to buy a whippersnipper as well. And the nice young bloke there was like, oh, what's wrong with your whippersnipper at the moment? So I'm like, oh, the priming button just perished. And he's like, why don't you just replace that? And I'm like, that is an option, but I don't know how. And he's like, it's 4 screws. And I'm like, okay.
Have you got screwdrivers here?
I'm like, how much is one of those? He's like, $11. And I'm like, okay. Sounds better than like $500. So he gave me one of those and I came home and I was just like,
Mine doesn't have 4 screws.
it was full hectic. I'm like, oh my God, to get to those screws, I got to pull like this off and that off. And I felt like such a mechanic doing it. My hands were all greasy.
Nikita walks in, you just like start rubbing grease on your face. Like, oh, babe, it's so hot
Yeah,
here.
so hot out here.
I don't know.
So that's my mower story.
Love it.
Fuck yeah.
It's like 20 minutes on mowers. That's pretty good.
Tune in next week.
You'll get an update.
Yeah.
Actually, I look forward to next week to asking if you've washed your mower again.
I think I'm going to run over the lawn again next Saturday. So,
It's going to grow pretty fast after all this rain, I've noticed.
oh
Rain
mate, and
makes
being the
grass
bottom
grow.
block on the street, I get all the water.
Yep.
There was actually still a fair few puddles while I was mowing today.
What a submergible mower.
Yeah. I wish I did. Nikita's like, your lines aren't as nice as they normally are. And I'm like, it's wet. Leave me alone. I'm going to my room.
I saw you went to Tech Deck. after our conversation.
Westy was playing in here the other day. And he left this and his little Lego truck over there.
Is that the brand name one or the?
Yeah, this is a legitimate
Do you
tech deck.
remember what a Technic like obviously looks like? Do you think this? Because we were talking before.
The bigger?
Yeah, feel,
Side.
no,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
look,
bigger.
for sure.
Yeah.
Feel the shape of it and everything.
Tech deck analysis.
Yeah, they're going way too fucking to scale.
It is easier though to.
Is that to scale? The wheels look so small to me now.
Yeah, and a normal skateboard's perfectly curved on the bottom. Not.
All my skills have remained. Ready?
Yep, perfect.
Sick.
Yeah, they used to be smaller, more subtle, I feel.
Yeah,
Didn't they do bikes as well?
yeah. They got bikes, they got scooters, they got everything.
Typewriters.
I hate going to toy shops.
Yeah.
I'm like, Westy, do you want this? He's like, not really. I'm like, no.
You want to buy himself what he doesn't want
Yeah,
from you.
Dad will come back during the week then.
Yeah. No, give me that Lego.
Yeah, they do like full skate parks and shit now.
Fuck yeah. And then they sell like as an accessory just like little iPhones, and all the kids put their hands in the corner and just have little iPhones while everyone's like, no one's using the skate deck
Yeah.
thing.
There's a bad boy pack with like a Gatorade bong.
Ghetto blaster
Yeah.
gun.
No, it's pretty sick. They when I was there the other day, they got, remember the old school like Digimon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got them again. I'm like,
Like,
Have Tamagotchis too, I've seen.
weren't the original ones worth shitloads recently?
I
Like
don't
they were
know.
selling them on eBay for like thousands if they're like the original in packet 90s ones.
Yeah, I said that to Nikita as well. We're there, and I was looking at like the cards in the cases, and I'm like, I should just buy like 5 boxes of these and put them in the cupboard for 10 years. She's
you
like,
could resell them.
yeah, but she's like, you'll buy something
To
that
Jake Paul.
she's like, you'll buy something that won't be cool in 10 years, and we're just left with this like
Box
50
of
cards of like shit.
What are the Digimons like these days?
I don't know
Are
because
they all gender fluid and vegan?
probably. I sure hope so. Otherwise, my kids aren't watching it.
You're like,
What one did you get? Are they them on?
you're like
Oh, no, it's something else.
trying to name your Digimon, like trying to find the sex. You have to press the button 64 times.
That one doesn't have a back button. So you have to go through it again.
Oh shit, I missed it.
It's due for his surgery.
It's evolving.
That's so good.
So offensive.
No, it's not.
So offensive.
No, it's not.
Already ripped
Don't-
off.
don't.
I'm offended.
Have you guys seen? I was telling Ash yesterday. Ricky Gervais's new special.
I just saw the clip of old school women.
Yeah, that's what I told him about.
Really? No, I
Yeah.
haven't seen it. I wanna-
It's pretty funny. You should watch it. I've only seen the first 5 minutes of it, and then I was going to watch it last night, and then I didn't. Now I can't do it tonight
Why?
because I get sleepy.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah. Normal people sleep.
No, I don't.
I
I know you
podcast
don't.
at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah. I wake up in the morning and there's a message from Adrian at like 2 a.m. Like, hey, want to go for a run?
Definitely do not ask if you want to go for a run.
It's something like that.
You're like, oh yeah, it was. I remember what it was now. It was
What?
when we were setting up this, and I sent you a video of like I guess tutorial about how the equipment works or whatever. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, did you watch that video yet?
You sent like 16 videos in a row, and you're like, oh, but this one, oh, but this one, oh, but you could have this one. And
Oh no, that was okay. Yeah, see, I told you I should have just sent it to you, not into the group chat. We're talking about stuff.
I'm right
thanks,
here,
Ash.
guys.
Thanks, Ash.
I'm right here.
Why?
Let's kick Ash out of the group chat
All right.
Yeah.
and add Steve.
Okay. Oh man.
Yeah, it is.
Take your headphones off and leave the room.
Hand in your headphones.
Don't wake my kids.
Did you get a late slip on the way in?
Oh, what?
Yeah, I said that. I
was
said if we get any sponsors, he's getting doxed
Okay.
What?
Cheers, guys.
I don't know.
for being late.
Ah, this is the first time I've been late. Usually I'm early.
I'm always the late one.
You are. You're
I
like,
don't know how you
you're
can
like, I'll be there in 10 seconds. And
No,
then
I
like
did.
16
No,
hours
I
later.
definitely don't.
You do.
I'd be like, I'm leaving now, and I live
Yeah.
probably
The
the
4
furthest
hours
away.
later.
You live like 20 minutes away.
Yeah, and it usually takes me about that long to get here.
It's a good 22 minutes. So what have you been doing?
Jacking off.
I don't know how you can be late or early because we don't have like a designated start time.
You kind of do. Kind of.
It's when the kids are
Fine.
down.
Yeah.
which is
I just
whatever.
sit here by myself waiting for a message.
He's like, "Oh, when are they going to come?
Are they going to come this week?
Looks
You have
like
kids?
Nah,
Yeah.
How
How old
do
are
you
you?
do? You have
34.
you have classrooms full of kids.
Oh, you're a teacher.
You're a teacher.
No, yeah, I've been teaching recently. Less than a year.
Less than a year.
Recently. As in, like, you're doing, like, a teaching thing? Like,
Yeah.
starting to do? Yeah.
Well, I graduated like 3 years ago, and I tried to avoid it. I tried to avoid it for years, but I did like instead of that, I did sales, like
Selling kids.
yeah, selling kids, all related to children. Selling like cruises,
Careful.
not cruises like beers, but
Hey kid, you want the guava?
like
Yes.
travel crap. That was annoying.
Oh yeah.
Because I hate sales so much because it was like a board of shame, and I was always at the bottom. Like, how many sales have you got? I got like none.
But was it meant to be a board of shame? Was it meant
Yeah,
to be
pretty
like,
much. They're like, look how much that person got. And it was so bipolar where you were just like someone makes a sale, everyone's like, yay, like this
Yeah.
fake
Streamers
yay,
and
and I'm
shit.
like, oh my god, I want.
That was a major reason why I quit my last job.
Yeah.
Because the boss got one of his best mates in as like the new salesman. And
Oh.
yeah, and they just all day, every day, they're just playing like rap songs on their phone and stuff every time they'd make a sale and dancing and shit. And I'm like, this is getting too much.
They're
And
selling
then
cabinets.
one day I went in.
Cars?
Yeah. One day I went in.
What the fuck?
One day I went in and they had a bell in the office, and I'm like,
Like
I'm
Taco
out.
Bell.
I'm like, I'm out. Every
was like a
they made
sale bell?
Yeah. Every time they made a sale, they'd go and ring
That
the
is
bell, and I'm
fucking
like,
so stupid.
I'm out.
That is
See you
so
later.
That's fucking
What were
dumb.
you selling?
Kitchens,
Really?
cabinet maker, just a
Yeah, I thought you
regular
were
old
kidding.
cabinet
Yeah,
maker.
no, like, look at Yeah, we're not fancy school teachers. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm fancy.
fancy.
Yeah, so I tried to avoid teaching for as long as I could. I did Uber for like a year.
That's sick.
That was interesting, yeah. Probably the most memorable moment would be one night, was at Rabina, I picked someone up, and I pull up, and this guy's coming out putting on his pants.
Wait, from
I'm
a
like-
house?
I'm like, it's none of my business. Yeah, coming out from his house. Like, whatever, it's none of my business. They're going into the surface.
I would have
And-
straight away.
And then a girl with him, I was like, all right, that makes sense. So he sat in the back. So he sat in the back of the car, and she sat in the front, but she was kind of controlling the music, but at the same time she was on something because she was just like twitching and like trying to like touch shit on her phone. I don't know, and they were playing loud music, and I was like, all right, this is fine.
This is nothing wrong here.
Yeah, and like he was on the phone. Oh, just take us to like where the beach is. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere on the beach.
And he's talking on the phone, he was trying to calm someone down. I didn't know what was going on at the time, but when we got there, they're like, "All right, mate, just wait here. We're gonna go pick up our friend." That's how
In
we
your
spoke.
car.
Where were you supposed to go? Like, is that, you have to like pre-book where you're going? Is that right?
Yeah. So at that time, it wasn't all predetermined stuff. Like even your
early
price
days.
wasn't predetermined. Yeah, back in the old
Oh.
days. Jeez. And
Back when you're 33.
yeah, back when I was probably 32. But anyway, who's counting? I'm a maths teacher. But yeah, we got there, just parked next to the beach, and he's like, "Oh, just wait here. We're gonna get our friend and come back here, and just be ready to go." And I'm like, "Ugh, "This is kind of weird." So then he like unrolls his bloody sleeve, and he's got a bag of powder, whatever it was, and he just fucking left it in the car. And I was like, "Oh, I'm so fuck. What the fuck's going on?"
Oh no.
You didn't leave a bag of powder here.
Yeah, right.
I'm just waiting for a mate.
I'm like, are we gonna go or what? But yeah, so apparently their friend, who was a stripper lady, she was stripping that night, but she was taking all the business from
And by the sounds of all the drugs too.
from the old other stripper ladies. I don't know what to call them.
Hookers.
What's the plural for strippers?
But yeah, so apparently she had
Working female.
she had a bunch of dudes lined up to give them lap dances and stuff.
In the car.
No, in the club.
Oh, God.
In the club.
Okay.
I'm not going to say the club, but you guys know the club.
Okay.
You guys know.
I don't know the car.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I would like to go on record.
I
James
just
definitely knows.
met you. I don't know what you know.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, no. So she got like beaten up by other strippers. They like pushed her down the stairs and stuff. And when they got back to the car, she was like bawling her eyes out, just like ridiculous. And she was just like, I had so much, God, I was doing so well. I was doing so well. And the guy is like trying to calm her down. He's like, remember who you are. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Yeah, so she got pretty beat up and she was like, security wasn't doing fucking nothing. Fucking doing nothing. Pushed me down the stairs and I was just like, and I was like having a heart attack. I was like obviously you'd think you know who runs the strip clubs. It's like big scary bikies. And I was like, what the fuck? What if they come after them? This is gonna smash up my car. I'm just
But what?
Take the powder and go.
Yeah, what happened? I don't understand what was the point. Why did he leave the powder in your car?
I don't know, because he was going there picking up his friend who just got assaulted. What if he got searched or something? I don't know. Yeah,
He's got brains on him.
yeah, well, yeah. He's so smart.
Awkward.
But he must. I don't know. They must have these houses where they house these strippers, and they have a guy that
Crack
calms them
house.
down. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know. The other chick was winging out, and this one was probably going to do some other drugs.
I never really thought about it. But it must be so much fucked up shit. Like the Uber drivers like go and
Yeah.
they know where like
Oh yeah,
all the houses
like
and shit are.
domestics and stuff. And I swear I've driven a few hookers because they were just like, yeah, I'm going to meet my
Kept touching
friend.
my dick.
Can we cancel this trip?
Over. These like dressed up women would be in the car. Well, one woman at a time. Let's take it easy. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to my friend's house. I'm like, oh yeah, where's your friend live? And she's like, around here. And I'm like, okay, what does he or she look like? And she's like, I don't know. So she's like, I think that's them. I'm like, oh god, yeah, that's a hooker right there.
Okay.
So-
Okay. I thought she was saying that because she didn't want to tell you.
No, you could tell that she
Okay.
was just like, yeah. And there was some other one that tried to hide it as a Tinder date. She was like, I hope he's not a psycho. I'm like, yeah, me too.
Just take your blood in the backseat.
Jesus.
Jeez, yeah.
Drugs are bad.
Anyone
Well,
do fucked up shit in the car?
One night, I don't want to. This is just. I don't want to think about some of these.
I want to hear it
Yeah,
now.
I want to hear it now.
Frick.
Welcome to your therapy session.
Yeah.
So one night. All right, we'll continue on with the domestic violence. This one lady
Favorite topic around
jumps
here?
in the front of the car and then she's like, don't go forward, just reverse. So I have to reverse all the way down the street because she
To the city.
yeah, I didn't see any guy or anything. I should have put the high beams on or something. But she was just like, do not go straight, you have to go back. And I was like, all right. So I had to just reverse like a couple hundred meters.
Why?
You're like a superhero.
Yeah, I saved people.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it does if there's a dude chasing her.
You're in a car.
Yeah, no, but he's going to hit my car. I care about it.
She was so considerate about your car. Don't go forward.
She's like, if you want. What was the? Oh, right. This one. I just feel dirty saying this one because it was so gross.
Go.
It was just like three people in the back, almost not middle aged, almost 40.
Say
I'd
34.
almost 40. Yeah. Old ass. And they'd get in the car and whatever. I'm pretty sure that they were like swingers or something. 'Cause they started making noises.
Making noise.
Oh yeah, and one of the chicks was really vocal about how much she was enjoying it, and I just felt violated. I just
That
felt
is
so
so
violated.
bad.
It was so bad.
Well, they sound like.
What were these noises?
Just like obnoxious,
Really?
loud moaning.
Did you just like?
from a lady?
You're like, I'm
Put
at
the
the zoo,
camera
I'm
on?
at the zoo, I'm at the zoo.
Yeah, I was just like, I was offended.
Aren't you? Like,
Don't they have cameras in Ubers?
well, it's your own car.
It's your
right?
it's your own
I have a dash cam, but not one looking in.
Oh, I'd be spinning that around.
Smile, you're on camera.
Yeah, I just felt gross. I just went home.
That's so. You're
And
like,
started a
Wank-
website.
Yeah, had a wank. And
had a wank.
that was it.
Good.
But yeah, that was pretty
Right.
bad.
And then after Uber, what was next?
You kind of make me want to be an Uber driver now.
So I did the sales, then I did the Uber, then I did painting.
Nice.
I was telling my mate who does stand up,
yeah.
because he's a painter. And I was like, fucking hate Uber. And he's like, just show up to this place this time in the morning. You know, just wear something that you can get paint on. So he got me started. It's like
An art smock.
yeah.
And that's how I become a teacher.
And yeah, so I started with that, and then but he got me working for a mate of his because this dude would employ like shitty painters. And I guess the most interesting thing about them was like they were a group of not Mormons. What are they called?
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah,
It's all the same.
which was fine. You know, I got along with them, but I was like kind of like a bit awkward. I was like, I can't swear or anything.
Yeah, they're pretty hectic. We had a couple of them at my last place as well.
Really?
Yeah. My boss, his name was Harry, and he like fixed something on the computer one day, and my boss was like, "You're a wizard, Harry," and he just like looked at him. He's like, "We don't believe in wizards."
Oh, he was like,
I was like,
full
"Whoa,
on.
you're a wizard, Harry." It's a movie.
No one does actually,
We don't
except
watch
for millennials.
Anyway, sorry.
Oh wow, yeah. No, these guys were cool.
Yeah,
I am
Yeah,
a
you
wizard.
this guy
around
was
and
not
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, I guess he was taking it too serious.
He did do the whole like he could only work 3 days a week because the other 2 days he was like building houses or something.
Yeah,
For like,
one of the guys did that too.
Yeah.
He would do the door knocking or the calling.
yeah. He was,
Had a lightning bolt scar on his.
he was doing that. He was doing that, and then he dropped to 2 days a week. I'm like, why are you dropping to 2 days? And he's like, oh, I'm trying to get my like pilot's license. And I'm like, I don't think being a Jehovah's Witness gives you the right to just take
It's my
an,
religion.
an
I
extra
believe
day
it.
off to go get your pilot's license.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Pilot's license.
Must
I
be
guess.
closer to God.
There we go.
I guess.
But yeah, not much interesting happened in the painting thing, you know. It's getting high on fumes.
That's the dream.
Blacked it out.
But like it really does a number on you. I don't know if you've painted for 40 hours a week, but
Nah, we painted this house, and I'm like, I'm never painting again.
it gets
Never-
easier.
I'm
'cause you
never
get quicker.
painting, and I'm never tiling again.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'd
About
love to give
tiling.
tiling a go.
No,
I
you
tried
wouldn't.
once.
You're on the
It's-
ground for like
That sucks.
all day.
Nikita, we got to the kitchen, so I did the lounge room and shit, and then we got to the kitchen, and I was like, this is fucked, blah, blah, blah. And Nikita goes, my dad was a tiler, and I'm like, oh. So you reckon you learned anything? She's like, oh, I could give it a go, because she used to help him on school holidays and stuff. So she like started laying tiles. I'm like, you're really good at that. And then- so she laid like from the kitchen on. I'm like, yeah. Just clapping her on,
In the
telling me what
genetics.
cuts to make and stuff.
Yeah, but you just get better as you do it.
Yeah.
And
Like
yeah,
anything, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like podcasting.
But that's the thing. Also, I always look at like.
Yeah,
Paint
don't look at
jobs.
this room. This room's terrible. That's why I put curtains up.
Don't tell them the history on this room.
Yeah,
Used to be meth lab.
this room used to be a meth lab.
Really?
Yeah,
Yours.
Previous. I wish.
Wouldn't be podcast.
Nah, previous owners.
Did it blow up or anything? No, it looks good though.
Yeah,
Paint looks good.
Smells funky.
nah. So this is what Ash was like pushing me on last week. So basically, we had a home invasion because of the previous owners. They had a meth lab in here.
Did they leave something behind?
Well, apparently they left $25,000 cash in the kitchen that I didn't know about when I ripped the old kitchen out and put the new one in. So 3 guys came in with guns trying to find the money and
While you were
supposed
here?
drug. Yeah, me and my missus.
Did you find them?
Tune into the last episode
Yeah,
for the full
that's
story.
sick. Wow.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I was so like numb to it all, and then I've started telling people, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
and
it's
I'm like,
It's not very often you know someone who like is held at gunpoint. Ever.
"Yeah,
Did you find the money?
no,
Still
you
looking.
never
have
found
to
the
tell
money."
us though.
Let's rip up these tiles and see what we can find.
How'd you
There
afford
is
these
one way I
mics?
paid for this podcasting studio. This was all bought on drug money.
Oh yeah. Because my car got stolen like 10 years ago, and I was like, "Oh, my car's stolen." I was just like,
Natural
I was
reaction.
like, I was just like, "Oh man, that sucks." And then I would tell people, and they'd be like, "Oh my god!" And
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Yeah." Like it's not that big of a deal, I thought, but then you see people's reflection. Like I'm like, "Oh my god, there was guns here."
I had a story like that to tell. I was shot at.
Yeah, tell that
Did
story.
I tell you that?
Yeah, you told me.
I haven't heard this stuff.
So we had a newborn, right? And
You just try to shit on me.
it all started with a newborn.
You shouldn't say I got shot at and then I had a newborn.
Well, he was a newborn at one point.
Okay,
Believe it or
that
not.
makes sense.
He's no longer a newborn.
Oh, okay.
Still.
Anyway, this is like 2 years ago. So we had a newborn. Have a newborn.
Have.
You got
At the
shot
time-
at 2 years ago.
Yeah. Didn't hit me though.
I didn't know that.
Well, I'm about to tell the story.
Okay.
So-
we
Everyone
kept
stops
getting hung
interrupting.
up and I got shot at. It was a newborn.
Yeah, anyway, so usually just walk, like, he was like, I don't know, probably a month old, and we just go for walks in the Arvo and walk down to the park and back. And then my missus is like, oh, let's go around to the other end of the street because there's like a dog park there and a path that walks across alongside a bush for about 500 metres to like the other main road. And we're just going to like go there and back. So we're halfway through this path and then we heard this bang. I'm like, the fuck was that? I was like, didn't think anything of it. And it was like coming from the bush. And we heard another bang. And we're like, fuck, what the fuck? And then a third bang. And then we hear like, bang. And like, there's a bullet that flew past us and hit the retirement village right next to us. I never hit like the roof or the Collarbone fence. I was like, we're getting shot at. 'Cause I thought like someone was just lighting firecrackers off in the bush. I was like, fucking run. So we ran. And then Katie like called the cops. So we ran all the way back to the end of the path. And she called the cops and they just like sent SWAT teams out and fucking canine unit and shit. And they like blocked off all these ends of the streets. And then
So they took it seriously.
yeah.
They,
They're like,
just so you know, they didn't take my thing seriously. So this is great to hear.
no bullets
that-
were fired at your stories.
This is great to hear that the police are doing something for us.
So yeah, they came out and then they were just like going off like block. He's on the radio. He's like, yeah, we need to block off these streets and fucking there's cops everywhere. There's like 5 cop cars there and all the other ends. And then he got out Google Maps. He's like, yeah, where are you? Where are the bullets coming from? And he zoomed out and he's like, oh, there's a property there. We got to raid that property. So they sent fucking more units down to that property. Turns out it was just a dude and his kid shooting at targets in the backyard. I think they're like high-powered like air rifles. I think like I don't know
It's
because
still classed as a rifle. Though.
yeah,
It's still
and
classed.
his son obviously sucks and he was missing and he was shooting through the bush and hitting the retirement village and we happened to be standing there and I was just like, okay, we got shot at, but like not deliberately.
Yeah.
And then
Still.
and one of the neighbors was walking his dogs and he's like, what's going on? Because there's cops everywhere and shit. I'm like, oh, we just fucking there's someone shooting and like they almost hit us and he's like, oh yeah, that's old mate across the fucking farm there. He's just shooting his gun at the targets. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, you're all fucking overreacting for nothing. And I'm like, well, bullets were flying at us, so we had to call the cops. And he's like, whatever. And he just like walked off. I'm like, what?
Did you have a kid with you then? Was this before the newborn?
Oh, like we were running with a pram,
Oh my
like
God.
sprinting from bullets. Like it was fucking numb. Yeah, I don't know.
and it was a proper park where you could walk.
Yeah, it was like
weren't trespassing.
oh,
Cut a path through his backyard.
Damn, no.
We were walking through Belmont shooting range.
What are the odds? I know. So he was just shooting, like, because they had like a big acreage property, and they were shooting at targets, and his son was missing, and it was going through the bush, but it was hitting like there's like a big retirement village with like a high Collarbone fence, and they were hitting the fence every time they missed, and they mustn't have really known that people literally walk through there, and it was just like
Well, they kind of would know now. Hey,
they probably would because they probably got arrested for
Plus
shooting
they had
guns
cops-
illegally.
Cops had them on the ground.
yeah, I wonder what happened because you probably could
Yeah.
have called the police and got that info because you were involved.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the law is. If you have a gun, can you shoot it on your property or? No.
You can't.
Well, it depends how big
Wait,
the property is.
Even
what
if it's
for.
Do you have
Air
your gun?
rifle.
You have your gun license, eh?
Yeah.
Found out the hard way.
Well, no, like you can get charged for it's called causing distress and alarm. So even if you're going to the shooting range from your house and you have a gun, take it out of your safe. If you don't have it covered up and like put it in your car in a way that like other people aren't going to be alarmed by it. Like if someone gets alarmed, they can call up and be like, "Oh, I was alarmed by this." And you can get
Yeah.
Quick! I've been alarmed. Send the canine unit.
Did you guys ever have one of those spud guns?
Yeah.
like a
it's just a
PVC
little
one.
one,
Yeah. No, the PVC one.
No, it's I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm talking
that's
about
a
the
little
Little red one.
yeah, just like that. Yeah.
No, they're like big like cannons. You
One
could
of
shoot, like-
those.
Well, you can't
could shoot,
buy
like,
it. You got to
cannons.
make
You
it.
have to
Yeah.
make them, yeah.
My dad used to make them, and he'd like sell them to my cousins and shit, all out on farms, and they'd think they were the
Legally.
coolest things. My cousin, never mind, actually.
What's his name? Where's he
Never
live?
mind, actually.
Yeah,
I
no,
can't
it's a
put him on
bit,
block.
it's super mean what he did.
Okay. Oh,
You can't end it with that.
no, you can.
I can.
Okay. Okay.
And I will.
Take it away.
We're not going to have another James be depressed moment.
I wouldn't be depressed.
What animal did he put in there?
No, he didn't put an animal in there. He shot through 3 of the same animal.
Oh shit!
Wow, one go.
Let me
with
guess, chicken.
With 1 frozen tennis ball.
Chicken.
Nice.
Nah,
On
Rat.
purpose or
Nah.
accidentally?
Bigger?
sort of on purpose.
Sort of
Bigger?
on purpose.
It was a cockatoo. 3 cockatoos.
Oh, that's
Oh.
all right.
Yeah.
They're annoying.
But they were eating his grain on the farm, so
Oh,
yeah.
hell
it
yeah.
was a pest.
So it was on purpose.
What, so he killed 3, or he shot 3 balls at one?
He shot 1 ball and it went straight through 3 birds.
That's cool. Did
Oh,
Yeah, but he was injecting the tennis balls with water and then putting them in the freezer.
Did he eat them?
No.
birds or the balls?
Anyway, dad made one, and you know my parents' house where they live beside the school.
I
Yeah.
don't, but okay.
My parents live beside a school, so I'd go up there and I'd test him on the school oval for him, and I'd just
I'm QC.
I'd fire him up in the air.
Son, go test this weapon at the school.
When he first started doing them, I was like in, I don't know, grade 7 or something, however old you are then. So I'm like shooting it, and the spark isn't going off inside, and I'm spraying heaps of deodorant in there.
Maybe you need to explain what this is. What do people don't know what
Okay,
you're
so
talking
it's
about?
basically a big long PVC pipe, and you put like a barbecue spark button thing at the end of it. You pull a cap off and spray an aerosol can in there. Put the cap on real quick, and then hit the button, and whatever you've got in there just goes flying for fucking kilometers. Anyway, I'm hitting the button, and I go, "Oh, it's not working." So I go, "Oh, Dad, come up, it's not working. Something's wrong." And he's like, "Oh," he's looking at it and shit, and he's hitting the button, and I'm like, "Oh, what if I unscrew this and have a look in there?" And he didn't hear me say that. So I've unscrewed the lid and he's hit the button. And because oxygen
Fueled
got
oxygen.
in, oxygen got in, flames just came out and burnt off my entire eyebrows.
Wow.
And he's freaked the fuck out. And he's gone, "When we get home, go straight to your bedroom and don't look at your mum." And I'm like,
Take this permanent marker with you.
as soon as I walk in the door, mum's just like looking at me. And I'm like,
He looks
"Yeah,
Don't look at me.
You look
don't look at
surprised.
me."
Why do you look surprised?
Oh, so
Probably should have gone to hospital.
probably. I mean, it just burnt the
Maybe.
hairs.
Yeah. It's like
And I have this
face
weird
is on
twitch.
fire.
James, your beard's gone. Mum, I'm 12.
Anyway.
Yeah, my dad taught me how to make bolt bombs. That's what we called them.
Jesus.
So you'd get like a big fat like bolt.
Looks
What is
like
it called?
when-
Like the thread. And then
Looks
you-
like we're not publishing this episode either.
No, they can't describe how to make
Yeah.
a thing.
Anyway, so at the end result, it looked like two like giant nuts with a bolt in the middle,
These nuts.
filled with something, and like you do it real tight, and then you just like peg it at the road on its end, and then just the compression would ignite it, and it would just fucking explode the bolt
like
up, and it would just
dangerous.
never stop.
Like, I don't- it's a
No. Dad's like, it's very dangerous. It'll shoot off like a bullet, and you'll never find it. And these big, thick metal bolts.
At least he was safe about it.
Yeah, and he's like, when you do it, you turn away. And that was
Stop, drop and roll.
So it's like,
Safety.
when you
Protect
explode
that
this
pretty
bomb
little face,
that's
Ash.
going to fly at you in whatever direction you don't know, you just make sure you turn away. And
I-
yeah, we survived, so that's good.
Wow.
Okay, I get
Yeah,
it.
well,
Yeah.
I probably nearly lost a finger at your
That is
old
true.
house.
That's true.
We got the
Elaborate.
600 mil bottle.
I
You
don't
put
know. Yeah.
hydrochloric acid in with aluminium foil.
Mm.
If you mix those, they create a gas.
Makes hydrogen.
Welcome to the science
Makes
podcast.
The scientist and the
Not
teacher.
hydrogen. Maybe not hydrogen.
You could refill your car.
Yeah, maybe not hydrogen.
But yeah,
Can't
so we did that, and I screwed the bottle, and I was
Adrian's
everyone was-
making a note. Cut
so I
this
was
out.
having, yeah, this is so
15
illegal.
minutes
And I was like squeezing it to feel the pressure,
Yeah.
and everyone was like, "Throw it!"
Oh,
So like just after I threw it, it just
Yes.
went boom,
Oh.
huge explosion. And Adrian's mom comes out, and she's like, "What the hell was that?" She's like, "There's a firecracker."
Where's your arm?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
Yeah. Who made a bomb? Who made an explosion? Like, what explosion?
Yeah.
What was that noise? What noise?
I always used to drill the 5 mil hole in the top of Coke bottles and then put the air blower in it.
Oh, yeah.
Blow it the fuck up and it'll just explode.
It is hydrogen gas.
It is hydrogen.
Yeah.
You just Googling it?
Because I was like, I'm pretty sure it's right, but I don't know.
You're on a watch list now.
Yeah.
Just pool.
Not the week to be
Pool chlorine.
Googling that
We
stuff.
might have hydrogen cars soon, so that's good.
Um,
Good to know.
what else happened? So I was like, we used to have people over at Mum's house all the time.
Yeah.
And
Still does.
huh? Still do, yeah. Anytime there's a gathering, it'll be at Mum's house. And then so we were doing something
Sounds
there.
explosive.
And there was like, in Mum's backyard, there's like on the wall, it's a rendered wall, and there's a dartboard there. And we were just, I don't know why, but we were like playing darts normally. And then like,
Ice is in the fridge.
Oh.
Carry on. Sorry.
being young and stupid, we like kept trying to push it and escalate it. And we're like, oh, let's go a little bit further away and a little bit further away. And at Mum's house, so it's not a huge backyard, but like you can get pretty far down because it goes down and there's water and there's like the jetty and stuff a bit further down. So I don't know how far away it is, maybe
A jetty.
10 meters or something.
10, 15.
Yeah. So I was like, I reckon I could hit the dartboard from down there. And so I walked all the way down there. And where the dartboard is
I don't finger everyone's ice.
right
Does
next
anyone
to,
want one?
I'm good.
No, I'm good. I'll have for these.
How responsible.
Um,
Unlike Ash.
Grown ups will have one.
Yeah.
huh? Well, you only brought one beer today. So.
Yeah, you're throwing a dart.
Oh, yeah. So where the dartboard is right next to the sliding door and glass panels and stuff. And at the time, I didn't even think it was going to be a problem. But I launched this dart and it just clipped the edge of this glass and just exploded this door. And he is there and he goes, I'm going to Macca's.
I just left. Perfect time. Yeah, I didn't.
But it was fine. Like, mine was pretty cool like that. She's like, as long as no one got hurt, we'll sort it out.
Yeah. My mum used to be somewhat cool with what we used to do, but there was always a limit.
Death.
And then how often did you push the limit?
Oh, like every weekend. Ash and I were drinking some hectic shit there one night. I think
What
we
does
might have
that
even
mean?
spoken about it.
I don't know.
Medical grade alcohol.
Yeah, it was said for medicinal purposes only on the side of the bottle.
What?
Yeah,
It was that shit that's like 1 degree from evaporation.
yeah, it was like some
It's just
hectic.
alcohol. It's cleaning alcohol.
Yeah, but Dan Murphy sold it.
Methylated spirit.
Yeah, but it's sold at a bottle shop.
Dan Murphy sold it for like a month, so we're like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah,
So I
80%,
got it,
whatever.
For what?
and then like,
What was it called?
I don't know.
Yeah.
What is it?
I'll try and find it.
It's anyway. So
That's
a couple shots of that when you're fucking 20.
I was
Did you just hallucinate or what?
I was fucked.
No,
I didn't hallucinate.
No, that's absinthe.
Nah, none of those.
Yeah, I'd know it if I saw
It was like just a clear liquid
Why
with a
did
green,
you search green Russian?
because it had a green label, green and white.
Wait, so it was
label.
actually for drinking or not?
No,
I don't know.
I think it was for cooking. Maybe it isn't cooking.
I don't know.
But no, because like it being such high alcohol content,
It was like
could you just like burn
It's probably
it?
just a mix. You need to mix it.
yeah,
That's probably
it was
big
something you
sticker
would
on the
turn.
saying.
Oh yeah,
Must
they're like,
mix.
mix this with some cordial.
Yeah, you would turn it into vodka.
Right.
Something you ordered out.
Dilute it down.
That's it, eh? That was it.
Yes.
That's it.
What the?
Spiritus.
That's it.
That's like Latin.
Yeah. What is it?
Poland.
Is there
Wow.
a right?
96. Wait,
Yeah. Don't put it in
Yeah.
a vodka bottle and say it's
10 strongest drinks ever.
no, Bacardi.
Where was it?
It's got to be number.
It's going to be
10.
here.
Oh, 88.
Mate, this is so fast.
Yeah, that's it.
96.
Number one.
Number 96.
That's
we had
what we
shots
were
of that.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, we had shots. Of
I was so fucked.
How? That is not safe. What
I've
is
never
it?
tasted anything since.
Let's get a bottle for next
Can't
time.
read from here. The camera's not.
Yes.
Purity of rectified.
Yeah, can you
spirits.
order one online?
95.6 ABV. That
Abusing this drink can literally make you meet God. That's what I did.
That's the day we met.
Oh, it's Everclear.
I like that band.
Is that good?
Everclear?
So what is it? Just a fucking clean.
Sits atop at the world's strongest alcoholic beverage. Fuck, we've done it all, Ash.
We have
Yeah.
broken.
Dan
records.
Murphy sold that for a bit. They don't sell it anymore.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
Lawsuits.
Yeah. My mum probably complained.
They keep climbing on the school roof.
That was the same night Ash didn't know any of my mates and cops were chasing us and he's like, I'll take the rap boys.
Drop
It's-
me off
it's
here and
all
I'll,
me.
I'll take one for the team. That was drunk me, being a hero.
What do you have to take a rap for?
For nothing. I just
Yeah,
wanted to
nothing.
feel-
We were just playing like,
I thought this is how you made friends.
Yeah.
I'm like, cops chasing us, drop me off, I'll be the decoy.
because my parents lived
Why were the cops chasing you?
because we used to live
Because
next
you were running.
No, well, I think we're climbing on the school roof. Oh,
yeah,
your
my
friends
parents
were-
used to live next to a school. Well, they still do. live next to a school, so it used to be fun to get fucked up and then like play Tiggy and shit. But like you could get on roofs and stuff.
Tiggy.
Well, not Tiggy.
That, like,
we called
okay.
it manhunt because it was so much
Less
better.
gay, but
I think we just called it tag.
Tag.
Well, Tiggy's like primary school stuff.
Yeah, but like it didn't even end up
Catch and kiss.
like doing anything. It'd just be one lonely guy like super fucked off his face searching the school for the rest of his mates because the rest of us would be just sitting on one roof somewhere hiding. So we'd just be like watching him freaking out because he'd hear like a twig snap or something.
That's pretty fun. If you had like BB guns, that would be even better.
Yeah, it would have been sick.
Dad
Yeah,
was
rifles.
potato guns.
Yeah.
Everything's better with BB guns.
My parents live around the corner
Bolt
and they have gel blasters.
Wait, they had gel blasters?
They have gel blasters. They got
Now.
my one around there as well.
Now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're okay.
What
Are they still legal?
Yeah. In
Gel
Yeah, I think
Queensland.
so.
In Queensland.
They,
yeah.
you
It's
get
like the
them,
only
they look
state.
like legit guns, eh?
Yeah.
That's part of
Unreal.
like.
Are they
what people
smaller
are from.
or are they just like life-size, legit-looking guns? So I thought you couldn't sell like a realistic replica-looking gun because you could use it to...
You can buy them at the
You could
Hyperdome.
invade people's homes.
Part of the
Yeah.
part of the debate.
25,000 in this house.
Somewhere.
Have you been in like the roof and stuff?
Nikita has.
Get up there.
It's like,
Wait, when you're done with those tiles, put them up in the roof.
Did I tell you that story?
Well,
See the manhole there? Because they built that wall
How
in.
the fuck did you fit in that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Nikita.
Send the kids up. Bring down any powders you
No,
find.
this was before we had any kids. So Nikita bought these security cameras online, and I'm like, get the wireless ones, and she's like, oh, they're more expensive, and I'm like,
and you have to change the batteries.
yeah, that too. Actually, my garage one's flat. You just reminded me.
Good to know.
Please, nobody rob me tonight. Anyway, she bought the wired ones, and I'm like, so I didn't want to go up there. It was legit in the Christmas holidays, and it was like the hottest day ever, and we're both sweating. And I'm like, oh, so I got a ladder, and I attempted to fit in there, and I'm like, oh, I can't fit. And she's like, oh, I'll go up there then. And she like had to go all through the roof and like run wires. I'm so scared of going in roofs.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've been in our roof.
Have you?
a few times. Yeah, it's,
I love it. Feels like a different world.
it's interesting. Like
I'm
you get
so scared
you get
there'd be like
fully
snakes
different
and shit in
perspective of
there.
your house.
It's amazing that like there's not many
Yeah,
things that live in there.
That's a. Oh, no, I didn't tell you.
Well,
That's-
my roof.
Oh, yeah. I think in most roofs, like I was talking to my other mate that's Friggy HVAC guy, and I was like, so how much fucked up shit's in roofs? He's like, to be honest, like not much. Like you don't really see anything. Maybe like sometimes you see like snake skins or whatever. He's like never really seen any snakes.
Fuck that. I would die.
yeah, you'd fall through.
Yeah. 100%. I would be like, I don't have enough time to get back there. I'm just going to punch a hole.
Just jump down. All right. All right, you guys now have a fireman pole in your roof.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Just imagine like some guy living in your roof or something.
Yeah,
I think-
that can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
there's
you
stories
work
of
off
that.
That's
like-
happened so many times in
No,
like the States.
It'll
And
probably
shit.
be a small guy for you.
Squatters. There's a midget. in
It's
it.
probably big now. Eating rats and shit up there.
Oh, I can't
like-
get out.
He's like, I miss the old meth lab.
That's funny.
Surely there's like a realistic sized manhole somewhere in this house.
No, that's it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Legit.
Is there like a regulation size? You have
Yeah,
to even
there
be able
probably
to get
is.
up in the
We
roof.
have a massive one, but there's like a bearer running straight through it, and I barely squeeze through. And like this dude came to fit our air cons, and he's like a stocky dude, and he's like, "Oh, where's your manhole?" I'm like, "Oh, you can just run the wires outside under the eaves if you want." And he's like, "You sure? It's gonna look shit." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, but you're not gonna fit in the manhole." It's like I had to say it. And
let
he's
me
like,
see.
he's like, let me have a look. He's like, "Oh yeah, maybe I'll just run them through the eaves."
We had the same
No,
thing
just-
happen. Remember when I had that leak in my front yard? I had to replace the whole retaining wall. I don't know if I was working with you then.
Oh, you're telling me about it.
Yeah. Anyway, it was a Sunday and we worked out we had a leak in the front yard. There's water just bubbling out. So I called the only plumber that could come out on a Sunday. And he gets here and he's like fucking the biggest guy you've ever seen. So I've dug this hole and like I struggle to fit in it. And he's like, just looks at the hole. He's like, I'll come back in a couple of hours, dig that hole big enough for me to fit, and I'll fix it. And it was just the most uncomfortable thing when he got back just to watch him like lay in this hole.
You're like, I don't want to dig it too big and insult him.
You call up your other. Can we get a bobcat down here?
Where's your lawn?
Oh, so funny.
Did he fit?
Yeah, he fit. awkwardly. Basically, I don't know why he needed it bigger because he just laid on the ground anyway and just like reached down. So he didn't even get in the hole.
Just wanted to fuck your ground
Yeah.
up.
He had something to do on his Sunday. He's like, I'll keep this guy busy for a couple of hours.
Make him do the hard work. Isn't it their job to do the digging?
Well, he said he could do the digging, but he'll charge me for it.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's why he's like, I got to dig a hole big enough for me.
My whole yard's gone. I can never use my new mower.
Sinkhole.
It's cool.
Yeah. You know
I
that
don't
one?
know. Yeah,
Oh.
no.
That
Good
GoPro.
I'll have one more
choice.
of these though.
Yeah,
The
get that
GoPro
thing.
one?
What's that?
Yeah.
Get the
Should get a bottle of that for my shelf.
Yeah.
rectified
Actually,
spirit.
You could buy it online, couldn't you?
You probably could.
Yeah. We should do
Maybe.
one shot.
No.
Well, one of those shots would be like 2 shots of vodka, wouldn't it? Because it's like 40%.
Yeah, but what it does to your brain
Yeah.
probably kills you.
But, yeah, no, yeah.
Didn't affect me too much.
I'd probably try it though. I wouldn't do a whole shot.
It was fucking brutal.
Mm.
But how many did you do?
You had to be drunk before you did one.
Yeah.
Because you can't,
Because, yeah,
can't feel
you
it.
got to
as
be
much.
semi-numb to it.
Plus the other thing at mum and dad's house, they basically gave me all underneath. So I just had like DJ decks, smoke machine and lasers. So it was just all smoke with lasers shooting through. And we're just shotting that shit. So it's like, this is the life.
It's only $74.
Buy one right now.
How?
For half a litre.
Get it drone delivered.
Get it try and delivered.
Where can you get it from?
Online.
Is it still 96% or have they bitched it down?
No. Oh, 95.
Oh, pussies.
Oh, yeah, yeah, 95.6.
95.6.
Depends what country.
Probably if you drop that thing, it'll explode. So unstable.
What can we mix with that and throw it? We won't let you do it.
Pretty funny. Did you guys ever make like sparkler bombs or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did. I did it in. I'd cut the top of a deodorant can off,
Really?
fill it with sparklers, but I'd have a soda bulb in the middle,
Okay.
and then
Oh my god.
and then I'd put the
That's
put
all
the
this
can-
pipe bomb.
I'd put the can back on and bend it round with pliers so it was stuck, and I'd put a sparkler in the middle, and I'd hammer it all down, like compact it, and we'd light it in because we lived near the, I won't say which golf course, but a golf course back in the 90s, and we'd put them in like the hole, the golf hole,
God.
and it would
golf hole.
explode. It would fucking blow like a crater out of the hole. It's sick.
Jeez. Oh, it was
I could have used that for my plumber.
somebody. You just ruined somebody's life. Like their job is to fix the hole
yeah,
and you blew in
and
it.
they worked overtime and made money and sent their kids to college.
Oh, there you go. You're creating jobs.
One bomb at a time.
Wow. You're lucky you're alive, I feel.
Yeah, I remember this one time we lit one, and we were just like, okay, so I was lighting it. Usually, you've got like, how long does a sparkler take to burn?
Ages.
Like
Yeah.
ages. I thought I'd be funny and light the bottom of it. I was like, they're like, what are you doing?
Jam it in.
They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, you light it here, and it takes like fucking a little bit, and we can don't have to wait so long. And I lit it, and he's like, fucking run! It's like right near it. I like went way down to the bottom. So I just sprinted to like the nearest tree and hid behind it. It was like 2 meters away, and it fucking exploded and just metal shrapnel was like. I was like, fuck yeah.
You're lucky you're skinny. James's plumber tries to go.
Where's Ash? Behind that plant.
Yeah, I never did any shit like that. The only thing I got busted on was after like, did your schools ever do like festival sort
Yeah,
of
like
thing?
a
Yeah.
fate.
Yeah, like that. So the Monday after our school did that, we went around on the oval and like we found random parts of the fireworks that went off. So we like tried to make our own firework by like we
Just
found
putting
a-
all the paper together.
Yeah, we found a casing and then we found powder and shit and we're putting it all together.
What?
And then like we had a magnifying glass and we're trying to light the wick,
Okay.
but like obviously that's going to take ages. And then a teacher caught us and that's it.
Oh, really? Got busted.
Yeah, and then like the teacher tried to get us for like making bombs and shit, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh god.
Holy fuck.
calm
You should be
down.
like, you should see my mate Ash.
Yeah, I wish
Biggest-
I knew Ash back then.
Making bombs.
Biggest one we made was in a 2 litre bottle. And I filled it up with crushed sparklers. And it lit up the street like it was daytime.
Fuck, You guys talk about all my trauma, and you guys are just making bombs.
I started a black market in like grade 10 of selling firecrackers at school.
Yeah.
So I had a mate, and I think his dad had contacts or whatever, but he bought like thousands
Russian
and thousands
mafia.
of tom thumbs, whatever they're called, like the fucking you
With
light
the
them
match
and
head on
chuck.
it.
I don't know, like they
You're
just
the bomb
explode.
maker.
Anyway, so he had so many of them. Like I bought them all off him like in bulk, and I'm like I could sell them for $1 each, and I'd make so much money.
Such an entrepreneur.
So I was like, I had my entire school bag filled with. I think it's like grade 11. I had my whole entire school bag filled.
He's the guy.
And I was like to my mates, like, "Oh, check this out!" And they're like, "Holy fuck!" I'm like, I can sell them to you if you want some. So they started like giving me their pocket money and shit to buy them, and word spread like fucking wildfire in like half an hour through Smoko, and it's just people like coming at me like, "Oh, just fucking," and so I'm selling them. And the next break, like the second lunch, was just like all through the school, and then like and then assembly. So heaps of kids got caught, and heaps of them were dobbing me in. So I got called up to the office, and they're like, "So everyone's
Was
saying
me?
that you're selling firecrackers?" I'm like, "No." And so they searched my bag and didn't have any on me.
Sold them all.
And I was,
What is this
I know, 'cause
$1,000?
after
What is
that-
this $25,000 cash?
after that day, I was like, "Fuck, this is like the heat, man." So like the next day, I was like, I didn't bring any in, and I never got in trouble because like they couldn't prove it. And in that
Till now.
that assembly, they full addressed it like, if anyone's caught selling firecrackers or letting them off, you'll be expelled. Blah blah blah, and everyone's just like, "Ash, ash, 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 ash."
Oh, God. I'm surprised it didn't get you for it.
Yeah, well, I just like, what are we
would
talking
now.
about?
Are there
I'm so
cameras in
unpopular.
schools?
They're just picking on me.
That principal's probably listening to this right now.
Some
Going,
schools
I
have-
knew it.
Our principal's name was Mr. Harddick.
Actually?
Yeah, or Hardick. And we're
Hardick,
like,
right.
where's that
Oh,
going?
yeah.
Yeah. There are cameras at schools.
Some schools have them, yeah. I think the school I work at has them near the entrances or whatever to see kids running out.
we had a teacher, and his job was basically go, because everyone would wag, they'd go down the back of the school over and jump the fence and get out, or they'd go down to the smoke. So they gave him like a handheld camera to go down and film him. And my mate,
Pedophile.
like, because he was meant to film people smoking and shit. My mate was having sex with, this is like grade 10, having sex with his missus down the back of the oval.
Selfie.
And he filmed the whole thing.
No.
Then called him to the office.
And now
He showed
it's
the,
on
and had the
eFuck.
video, showed the parents and shit. I'm like, where's that video today, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got it.
And
Yeah.
you wouldn't have known what they were doing for another 2 years.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, like, what do? Do you stop him, or just like, do I film it?
We had a chick at our school who had sex with the music teacher, like continuously. And it came out
They never stopped.
it came out in like grade 12 that he was having an affair on his wife with like a chick in grade 12. He got in big trouble. But I think he still works there somehow.
He got in
Wow.
big trouble. Grade 12. Was she 18?
How old are you in grade 12?
I was
17.
18.
17.
16, 17.
Maybe
yeah.
she got kept down. Maybe that's how he got out of it.
I don't know.
Hopefully.
My first.
Well, you know what I mean.
No, it sounds bad.
Doing it for the teachers.
I was just
His
saying.
wife.
Now I have to defend myself.
we had
School's going to be awkward on Monday.
we had an art teacher. I don't know, Miss Fox.
Today we're doing live drawing, kids.
Our art teacher, she was pretty hot and a bit of a bitch. Anyway, my brother
Goes hand in hand.
What's that have to do with anything?
just never liked her. But she was hot. Yeah, my brother went to that school, like, this is a high school, like 7 years earlier, and she was there from the start. Anyway, apparently his mates were like hooking up with her and shit. And he never told me this until like way after finishing school. I'm like, I wish I knew that. I wish I
Yeah.
had that ammo.
Maybe I wouldn't have been a virgin at the movies.
We had I had the same thing because we were from Gundawindi, like little country town. We had a teacher start up here and she's like reading the roll and she like gets to Missin and she's like, Missin. She's like, that's a weird last name. Are you from Gundawindi? And I'm like, yeah. And
What?
she's like, is your cousin so-and-so? And I'm like, yeah.
God.
And she's like, oh, he's like a bit of a legend at the high school down there because he stole one of the teacher's cars and drove it into the river. And I was like,
Oh my god.
but I haven't spoken to him for like 20 years. And I'm like, oh, cool. She's like, I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Oh god.
It's not genetic.
This guy steals cars. Oh man.
My first girlfriend, she worked at the Mount Warren bowling alley. It was like a part-time job in school, and I was like a super jealous dude. Like, if she spoke to any guys, like, don't talk to guys, man. Like, I have a boyfriend and shit. Anyway, there's this one dude, and he was like in his he was like the manager there, and he's like in his 40s, and he's real. Like, I'd always like go there after school and shit, and like talk to her and stuff while she's working.
Go there.
On my tech deck. and he was like real, just like flirty with her and shit. I'm like, he's an old man. She's like, yeah, but like he's my boss, and it turns out he got
So I have to suck his dick.
She texted me one day on my Nokia, and she's like,
Oh, my Nokia.
oh man, how old it was, and she's like, I forgot his name. Like, cops came and just arrested him. I'm like, why? She's like, they fucking raided his house and found like all this child porn and shit.
jeez.
I was like,
man.
good to know.
It's like, good job. 3260s couldn't take pictures.
The episodes always come back to child porn.
It's just so interesting.
It's so interesting. It's fucked.
Let's talk about Epstein. Any updates on that?
I was hoping to jump back in at your first Uber story with the bag of powder.
Yeah. Let's go back.
Yeah. No, I have a story of a friend who some people may or may not know, where they
So mysterious.
yeah, I can't say names for legal
So
reasons.
just leave it out. Okay, go.
Basically,
I know someone.
they went to the pub after work one day, and they met this guy there who was just getting kicked out of the pub.
Like, no, they're hanging out at the pub.
Yeah,
and randomly just there's this one dude.
Yeah, there was this one guy. They started talking to this one random guy,
Okay.
and then the more mature of the two, I guess you'd say, went to the toilet, and he came back. And then when he came back, there was a mountain of powder on the table,
Baby powder.
powder on the table, and then the three of them just started snorting the powder
At the bar?
Yeah, at the bar.
How was that?
So then they got kicked outside for doing that.
Okay.
Then they kept doing that outside. And then they got kicked out of the outside area. So they went to the Shell service station toilet across the road. And then they kept doing that in the toilet until they got kicked out of there.
Who kicks him out of the toilet at
Yeah.
Shell?
And then
Get out of my toilet!
and then that's 7-Eleven. So anyway, this guy's like, I can get way more of this if you guys want to come back to my place. And they're like, yeah, sure, why not? And I'm like, I'm butting in going, why did you go back to his house? And they're like, why not? I'm like, okay,
Continue.
that's
a
something you guys need
stranger.
to work on. But
Trust.
they get in the car with this guy and they're heading back to his house. And at that moment, one of them asked the other guy, they're like, do you know this guy? Because he thought it was his mate.
Oh, God.
And the other guy thought he was the other guy's mate. And then they both established they don't know this guy. And in the car, this guy got like a phone call on speaker from another guy saying like, he's going to find him, he's going to bash him, like he stole his drugs, blah, blah, blah.
The guy that neither of them knew.
Yeah,
Cool. Okay.
got the call. Anyway, they end up at the guy that called's house, who's all pissed off with this random guy. And turns out one of the guys we know
my God.
knew that guy.
Too many guys.
And they turned out as buddies, and they all just started snorting coke together.
And then,
You got to bleep that.
Yeah.
beep, baby powder. The story would be so much more better, like, if we knew names.
Yeah.
Better on. No.
And then
Guy number
the
3.
guy that
Guy
knew
number
the guy,
17. Do you know guy number 12?
We could have given fake names.
and then one guy woke up the next morning and said, "Hey babe, sorry I fell asleep on his couch," and then went home as if nothing happened. And the other guy called his work the next day and said, "My girlfriend's getting rushed to hospital. I can't come to work." And I was like, and then I found the story out and I'm like, "Oh, you're a dog."
I didn't know about the last bit.
I didn't know the last bit either.
Oh,
I didn't know any of this.
me either. That was all a story I just made up.
Their names were Guy.
Lots of guys.
I think next time you could like substitute names and it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Stephen and Adrian. Ash was the coke dealer.
Yeah.
Now everyone knows.
Come to my office, the Shell toilet.
Solid.
Well, while I was driving Uber, I grew a beard out and I had a tan. And then people used to think I was either Pakistani or Indian.
But the thing is, your beard grows as if I want to find a picture
Yeah.
of.
I don't think I can even imagine you with
You
beard.
look like a Pakistani.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they thought that.
Where would I find a picture? Is it on Facebook?
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No,
No, definitely not.
They're misgendering me.
Misracing you.
Yeah, misracing me. Yeah, that also happened with when I was delivering pizzas for Pizza Hut.
You've done it all.
Yeah,
I've done a
you
couple
really
things.
have.
You should deliver pizza while Ubering. Just got to pull
Double
over,
the
guys.
money.
1 second.
Yeah, or sell the pizza while, like drunk people get in your car and you have pizza for them. Imagine that.
That'd actually be really good.
Oh
Send
my
it to
This
you.
is better than your
No,
entrepreneurial
it's
idea.
not.
Okay, go and
It's
read.
not.
Yeah.
Let's pitch your idea.
Let's do a pitch.
So I came up with this idea the other week.
Shark Tank.
Yeah. What if like Uber and Tinder joined, right?
Oh, that's rape already.
That's right.
That's so strange.
So hectic.
All right,
Did you say
sorry.
great or rape?
Date. Rate. Bad rating.
So
Rape.
basically, you can like say the scenario I gave, right?
Holy shit.
Show me.
That's legit.
Holy fuck!
Oh, yeah, no.
How are you not
It's like a completely different person.
But then wait,
It's just
Anyway.
the angle.
continued to the angle?
is this one real?
Everyone looks Indian from that angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my mo.
Show me.
Yeah, no, I got him on.
You're like 1,000 different people in one.
You're not going near my kids.
It's like I got all the disguises.
Yeah.
But it looks weird after November. Like I got like a tan on my face, but a really white upper lip. Sorry, yeah, Tinder, Uber.
Yeah, sorry.
Tuba.
Derailed.
Yeah. There isn't much to say. I just figured like if you need a driver to get to say the city, right? And you're also single, you could spend that whole drive to the city as like a first date. And then if you were happy when you got to the city, you could be like, hey, why don't you come in with me?
There you go.
It passed more as a reality show, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, online
That
reality.
was a reality show.
Oh, it was?
Really?
Yeah,
You
you-
just stole this.
I mean, no,
Fake taxi.
Do you guys,
I have an idea.
And it turns out it's a man.
do you guys remember that show on
called
MTV?
Miriam.
two married couples and then they swap wives.
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys like
Oh,
that
there was
idea?
that.
Yeah.
What was it?
When he pitched this to
MTV.
that's the first time.
I think it was called Next.
Well, he
Do you remember that?
No.
Maybe it wasn't called Next. Yeah, this was it. So there was like a single person, and then these people, like there'd be 5 people on every
Classy.
episode would sit on the bus,
The fuck is this?
and then you'd. So like the first chick would get off and start the date with the guy, who would be like someone like this for scenario,
Oh, this is 90s, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then they'd start the date, and then if he got sick of them, he'd just be like next, and then the next chick would come off the bus.
Robert.
Soaks himself in baby oil daily.
Eats warm mayo sandwiches.
This guy's a rapist.
Warm mayo sandwiches.
That's all he has on his sandwich.
Yeah, what's that code for?
Loves women who wears granny panties.
Why
That's
did
just
I-
old women.
This
So you set the bar low for the show.
Nickname Nugget
Nugget.
cries all the time.
I don't
This guy's
understand.
okay. I don't want to
Wait,
be
who gets to-
stereotypical. This guy's
who-
probably gay.
Who gets to say next?
These
The girls
guys.
or the guys?
No,
guy.
these guys.
Whoa.
Oh, actually,
Flex more,
actually,
mate.
they both
Jesus.
get to say next.
Caught naked by his best friend's mum.
Made out with a girl.
Oh, here we
while
go.
His dad
Look
was
at this guy.
Mike Pence.
Oh,
No, that's not real. That's
not legit.
No, that must be a meme. That guy looks like a politician. Brett
Nah.
He's in the shower.
Pretty batch.
fuck
Can't drink
yeah.
out of a straw.
Bring next back.
What? Can't drink out of a.
his face when he kissed her. It's oh god.
Yeah.
They're
was a
all
good show.
19.
I feel like I'm getting dumber.
I guarantee you it was not a good show.
It was
It was just a brainless show.
Hi, I'm
Like
Ashley.
Jersey Shore.
pooped in a box and mailed it to her ex-boyfriend.
Why is she
Brilliant.
like pulling her pants down?
Cause it's
She's
just,
about to
Tattoo
poop in
on
a
her
box.
ass. She's got a tattoo on her ass.
it's early 2000 MTV.
Yeah.
Got to be sexual.
Back when MTV was good.
That's probably MTV, right?
Hey,
Was that on MTV? or
yeah,
something?
MTV.
That's after it was actually a music channel.
Anyway, so
Yeah,
he
but
pitched
that's-
this. He pitched
music's
this
too
idea.
expensive to stream constantly.
He pitched this idea to us, and I basically just said it's like Tinder, but instead of just picking someone up and going on a date, you have to pay them to pick you up and go on a date.
Yeah, but then I said the loophole for that, if you go on the date, the fee's waived.
Who pays the fee?
No one.
Who pays for the
Because
fuel?
basically you just...
She pays with her body.
Well, basically you're just driving to your date then. You guys wouldn't get to a date and be like, give us fuel money, would you?
Unless you suck my dick.
Yeah, it's rapey, I think.
10 points for trying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's the new ride share. Have you seen that? It's advertised on Facebook and stuff. You offer where you're going from and to. You say, I'll give someone in the area $25 to drive me wherever.
Fiver?
Westfield. Well, yeah, you can 25.
No, I mean...
I thought you misunderstood me, but yeah, you offer the money and then someone picks it up.
Okay.
But obviously, if you're a cheap ass, you're not going to get a ride.
Oh, I meant like, it's like Fiverr, right? You're like, who can make
sorry.
me a logo for fucking
So it's
$10?
Oh, I see.
So it's just naming a price, and it's like
Yeah.
Airtasker basically, but for lifts.
Yeah,
Ah.
it's not too bad.
What
Because
do I
sometimes
think of
people,
next?
when I was a very committed Uber driver,
Oh.
very loyal to Uber.
Well, you said you had to treat it like a job.
Did you get abused by taxi drivers?
Yeah, one time I was picking up someone at the train station and I stopped in the taxi bit and there was no one there. It was like 1 a.m. and then this taxi just came up behind me like, boo, just abusing me with his horn. And I felt like I had to apologize to the to the lady in the car. I was like, sorry about that.
You hopped out and he saw your beard and he's like, it's okay, you're one of me.
His cousin. But yeah. Yeah, I think another time they were pretty sensitive. I think they've backed off now.
I think they'll cut because
They
it
realised
cost-
they've lost the fight.
It cost
No,
half
they
$1 million.
lost a lot of money. Yeah, they lost.
Was it like $500,000 or was it
Yeah.
like $250,000 to get a taxi license? My dad
Yeah,
did taxi driving
like
back like late 90s. He tried it and he's like, fuck that for a job.
$250,000 for a license.
It was like 250
Oh,
grand
it was
for a taxi
really expensive,
license.
yeah.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Back
And
then,
then,
Yeah.
when Uber came out,
Just for the license or
just
to
dropped.
like have your car certified? Or
it's like a
whatever?
token or ticket or
I think-
whatever it is.
yeah, I think it's like your taxi license, and then you have to buy your own car. And I don't know whether you paid for it to get like branded or whether they paid that for you.
Because weren't all
So
taxis
if-
like the same car? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, you'd
That's
buy-
what I'm thinking.
you'd
So
buy a
say,
Falcon.
Probably at standards.
I
Yeah,
went
right.
to a job for yellow cabs and they're like, yeah, you got the job.
Well, you could.
And I'm
use-
like, yeah, sweet. And they're like, you just got to give us 250 grand.
You have to have like a taxi license to use their branding. So like you could go there with your own car and then get it all branded and wrapped, or you could like hire their car out. So you'd pay them a fee to use their cars and then
Yeah.
return it, but they'd take a cut or whatever. But yeah, it wasn't worth. Dad's like, fuck yeah, if I'm gonna do like as much as I possibly can to make as much money as I can, and like that was his obvious thought. Like the more I work, the more money I'm gonna make.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't put up with drunk people.
Yeah.
Yep, that's where the money is
Yeah.
too.
I'm just going to make pipe bombs instead.
Your dad would make a good conversation Uber driver.
He would now. He'd just convert everyone into like believing the Earth's flat.
Does he think that?
He's the
Nah.
biggest conspiracy guy.
He's a bit of a conspiracy guy.
Yeah.
Who isn't these days?
Oh, amen.
The answers are on the internet.
On Reddit.
Hey,
On Reddit.
on Reddit.
I thought of you today because I was at Boost Juice
Oh. It's random.
and I was waiting for my juice to
Watermelon crush, please.
get... No, Mango Tango. I was waiting and then there was like, I don't know, let's say they were maybe 20, like a couple. And you know how Boost like plays cool music and shit most of the time?
Okay. I'll go
It
with
doesn't have to be cool to you guys.
I don't know.
They play music.
Yeah, they play they play music. Anyway, this guy full starts like he just starts off like moving his body a bit, and I'm like, this is awful. And then he full starts like
Seizuring.
doing hectic like dance moves and shit to his girlfriend, who's like not really doing anything, and I'm like, I feel like Ash would be so awkward right now.
Oh yeah, I'm a sucker for cringe. Eh?
Yeah.
Like body rolling.
Yeah, he's full like doing like the
Hey,
chest
babe.
pops and shit like Chris Brown. I'm like, fuck.
So that's why you thought of me.
Yeah. Is that all right?
Why?
Why,
Because you
what?
said you didn't like awkward
Because you don't like awkward situations.
Oh,
And it was
so,
just
so
like,
you thought I couldn't handle that
Yeah.
situation? Ah, okay.
I was like,
Probably-
I wonder what Ash would be thinking right now. I pictured you just
I
like
don't know.
turning around and waiting for your name.
just facing the other way.
Is my booth ready yet?
Call my name.
You must hate like
Epstein.
those cringe videos or like Borat. Or Bruno?
I don't know. Like I can watch. Oh no, like I can watch cringe on TV because it's fake. But
Yeah.
like real life cringe, I hate. My missus can't do like TV cringe, like even though it's fake. Yeah.
Give us an example
I don't
of
know.
real life cringe.
When people just like start, I don't know, like at work and shit. If people start arguing, I'm just like backing out. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Awkward situation.
Please don't say that. That's offensive. Oh no, don't say that to him because he's going to get angry at you for saying that. And I'm like assessing it from the outside. Like, if you're speaking that tone to him, he's going to get angry at you, and it's just going to make the situation worse. Please stop. And then I'm like throwing jokes in there and shit. It doesn't work.
Just trying to diffuse the situation.
Yeah, I hate conflict so much.
What sort of jokes would you throw in?
Just make some shit up.
Funny ones. You're a stand-up, eh? Will you do stand-up?
Open mic.
No. Let me clarify.
Is there a difference?
Yeah, there is a big
Yeah.
difference.
No, there's
Anyone can be open mic.
Takes balls. Is that what you
No.
want?
Hey,
You an open mic?
no, I'm a fully qualified
developed.
comedian.
I have a booking agent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Would
So-
you
we're like
classify it as different?
literally the same.
Would you classify it as different?
You should have a joke
What do
on
you
it.
mean different? I'm not getting paid.
Yeah.
So, wait, you
Adrian told me you're getting paid.
I didn't.
Oh,
Adrian told me
very-
he's
Adrian,
paying you for
Adrian said
tonight.
you had a Netflix special.
Very, yeah.
You here to promote it.
to promote?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, check out my bedroom special. More sad than funny.
It's on RedTube.
Yeah, but Adrian was telling me about yourself. How's that going?
Ash is the one trying comedy.
Oh, is it you?
No.
Oh, no. Oh, come on. Oh,
Oh no, this is so cringe.
Yeah, it is cringe.
Because he's leading me into something, which is...
Sorry.
Which is, we bring it up every episode.
I might actually have to break the seal before we get into this.
All right.
Go break
Go.
the seal.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
Brother said.
I might pour another drink to get into this.
All right, you guys
freaking-
go together.
It's awkward. What are you going to
Do you
talk
wanna
about
drink?
out there?
No, I'm
Oh,
gonna
I get a drink. I thought you were going to the toilet. Yeah, I'll have one.
We don't pause, do we?
No.
It's a no pause.
Keep talking. Yeah, get a drink.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What's he trying to lead you into?
What's that?
We'll find out in a sec.
Oh, okay.
It's official.
Skanks.
I'm gonna hit another. Maybe I might wait. Actually, no. I'll probably do one. Someone keep talking so people, anyone watching this eventually,
No, right. We just like fast forward.
they're dying to hear what I'm about to talk about.
No. It's good. What do you want? Oh.
Shit.
Wait, look, this thing's good to use. Your little bottle open.
Oh yeah, no. So you got to do it right. You got to pull that back,
Cock it.
cock it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You did it
No,
earlier,
no.
but uncocked.
No, it was cocked.
Oh, it was?
And then shoot the closest kid in the eye.
Don't smash the bottle.
Hey.
Wow, that was great.
And it's called a cap gun. Get it?
Shoots.
Because it shoots caps. Better than a spud gun.
Anticlimactic. Yeah, what's going on?
I'm gonna put this last bit of ice in his drink because he's.
Oh, great.
Can you pass
Thanks for having
me?
me.
Can you pass me? It's a different one. I had that
You
one
said
already.
it.
I've
This way
had
you
that.
insert the ad break, right?
That lark one.
No,
What's the
no,
lark?
This is good.
How long is he gonna piss
So
for?
when we did when we did the podcast with Nick and Carl,
It was a
I
podcast.
used
You just
to
didn't
always-
release anything.
I used to always like say, "This podcast is brought to you by Fleshlight." I used to always push for Fleshlight.
Was it Rogan whose podcast was sponsored by?
Initially,
Yeah.
How awkward.
So Devo, that poster fell in.
It's twice. Did you
By
buy a new
itself.
frame for it?
Nah, I had a third one.
Okay. Now I'm all out.
I had a third frame that had like a different poster in it.
Oh, okay.
That was like, yeah. But anywho,
Anyway, what were we talking about?
All right, you guys
Full.
go ahead.
Well, you
You're
guys-
lining something up.
I did more one. Thanks, Ash.
I put ice in there.
I have one little pathetic cube.
Yeah.
It's because I didn't want to put the ice tray back with one in there.
Nah, thanks. I appreciate it
All
so
good.
much.
Well, you've got a full glass. I wasn't going to top it up with straight alcohol.
It's mainly water.
Yeah. So James is an amateur stand-up, and
No, it's
Try.
different.
Can I have more ice?
yeah.
Oh, actually, I'll just have this. I'll have this. All good. Thanks so much.
Anyway, he's always telling us about the shows he does.
No.
and
not. He's trying to keep it so secret. He's trying to keep it. He did what you did pretty much.
Yeah, I
Like,
did
just
that for
kept
a couple of years until people started
Because
finding
you don't
out.
want
Yeah.
people you know to come watch.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
it'd be-
basically where I'm at.
I remember the first
And it would be
night,
cringe.
I was like, fuck. Yeah, we very cringe.
It's very. Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's super cringe.
So he's always telling us stories about like bombing and shit. And like having good shows.
Wait, I swear sometimes it's good nights.
No, yeah, I believe you.
No, there's stories of the good ones, and then the more memorable ones are when he bombs. So I'm like, I'm gonna swing him a joke. I'm gonna swing him a bit of gold.
Because that always goes well when someone passes you a joke.
Yeah, they do that. They're like,
Yeah.
hey, you should do a joke about this. Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm that guy, right? So I was in the shower the other day, and I was.
Wait, is this the joke?
Yeah.
Or is
No.
You're telling me the premise.
No, this is leading up to how I come up with the joke.
He's gonna do the bit.
So I was in, like, this could be
gonna
the
do
bit anyway. I haven't nutted out
This
the bit.
is like the Burt Kreischer machine story.
I
did a long one.
haven't nutted out the bit. Like, I hate saying nutted out, but I haven't like.
You're in the shower.
I'm not a comedian, so I'm like, I'll send it to the professionals.
Neither are we. He says.
I can hear it in your head.
The guy that bombs every week. I'll send it to the guy that tells us he bombs every day.
Maybe I'll make your career. Anyway, so I was in the shower, and I'm a toothbrusher in the shower. I killed two birds with one stone.
Right.
And
Unlike your mate that killed 3 with one.
He just made your joke even better.
it's called a callback. So anyway, I was brushing my teeth, and I saw on the toothpaste tube that it had sugar-free written on there. Hence the fucking Colgate to bring it up.
But you're like, I was just staring at it like, all right.
You can see.
Yeah, sugar-free.
Sugar-free, vegan, gluten-free. Don't eat it, basically.
Now you're a prop comic.
So how about toothpaste, huh? It's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, so I was just like, oh yeah, sugar-free. And I thought, that's weird. That would suggest that at one point
Yeah.
there was sugar in toothpaste. So at one point in time, we were brushing our teeth with something that was supposed to protect our teeth from the thing that we're brushing our teeth with, right? So it was this weird paradox, and I thought, that'd be a good bit. You could turn that into a bit, and then you could start throwing some analogies out there.
Make it funny.
Yeah, you could be like, I expected to pick up the tube of fucking body soap and see that it was made out of dirt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You could,
Or-
you could do an analogy. Yeah.
Or two. You could say,
Oh, 2 analogies.
Let's go.
pick up the condom
Work
packet
on
and it's made out of AIDS. Or
Oh,
you could go deep. So I actually thought of more this week and I wrote them down.
Okay.
Oh, good.
You're too nice.
Can't remember if I
No, but I don't know. You never know what has potential.
was it, like
So I watched
lube
it
made
on
out of
Saturday
sand wouldn't work.
Yep.
He's like, too nice. He's like,
He's like, please giggle at something.
No, he's grinning. It's good.
No, I'm
So, anyway,
analyzing it as you say.
Before I,
crowd.
before I go into my
Yeah, 'cause-
brilliant analogies, I texted James with this bit. I'm like, hey. No, I wrote it like this. I'm like, Jamie-son, I have a comedic weapon for you.
why?
Use it
Ain't
wisely.
Japanese?
I don't know. I was trying to be Mr. Miyagi, but he cruelly rejected my joke and picked on me ever since.
No, there's something there.
Yeah, there is. See,
For sure. Something, I don't know what kind of.
No, he's been validated.
I just came on the podcast.
You're too nice. We've just
So-
ripped on him the whole time. But then you've had the experience
Think
of
about
like,
Seinfeld could do something with that.
well,
He's
yeah,
that kind of.
Are you just
guy.
did you just call him Seinfeld?
You just compared me to the greatest
No,
comedian
no,
on
I didn't
earth.
say you. Were him. I'm saying he could do something with that.
so you're saying he should pitch it to Seinfeld?
Well,
I'm actually booked to go on his
one
podcast
joke.
next
I don't know about that. But yeah,
I lost my cork flooring. Anyway,
Yeah, they're very sticky, aren't they?
Again,
Yeah.
you guys, do you not know how to use a coaster?
Yeah, we had this issue last week.
I was like,
Are you looking through more analogies?
yeah, no, I was going to read them out to you.
Oh, okay,
let's
go.
hear it.
So some are good, but I do.
there's a dude on the scene that like does like bits that aren't really good, and then he goes, "All right, time for the good stuff," and he seriously does like an awkward show. It's pretty funny.
I was telling
It's
these
called the nervous
boys.
shuffle.
Time to shimmy.
All right, here comes the good stuff.
I was telling these boys like there'll be so many nights that someone will say something and not get a laugh, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I haven't written a punchline for that yet." And it's like,
this
this
bit's
awkward.
new.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd
Don't
be
worry
me
about
doing
that.
this. Yeah, so there was this one time that you were talking about how like half the crowd was basically the comedians and they'd left and you were stuck with some grandmas. And I
Yeah.
thought this joke would be perfect because you could open with, y'all don't have teeth, so just, you might as well leave it too, right? Anyway,
Thanks for looking
So-
out for me.
so yesterday I was I was bored as fuck and I was like, I'm just thinking of shit. I'm like, okay, so you wouldn't have like an eraser.
Weren't you helping? Wasn't I paying you yesterday to help me with my job?
Yeah, it was pretty boring. I was like, you wouldn't make an eraser out of lead, right?
All right.
Yeah. Delete.
Okay, carry on. Let's go.
Deodorant made out of coriander. No one likes coriander. Smells like shit.
People like coriander.
Some people do, yeah.
Bad people. Delete.
Delete.
Would you make fertilizer out of Roundup? Nah, it's a shit one.
Sometimes when you say them, you realize they're shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, out loud. Just this one sounded good in my head. Now I'm reading it again.
Go.
You wouldn't make Nurofen out of period pain.
Oh my god. Yeah, you can go dirty, I guess.
Yeah. And then just you wouldn't put sugar in toothpaste, right? That's stupid. So that's my bit, and I'm happy to give it to you.
Oh,
Would you like to pay for my?
I'm setting the challenge. If you can make
Toothpaste.
this work and put it on camera to prove these guys wrong.
oh, you want me to try it?
Yeah. I'll forward you the message I sent him so you can read out word for word.
Oh, I'd have to do all your
No,
takes on it?
no, you can completely not do it if you don't want.
Yeah. Ash is going to be your ghostwriter.
I'll be manager. Book me
There's
out.
something there. I can't think of it now. I'll have to get really drunk.
This is fun. That's how he came up with the idea.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I feel like there's more in vegan free or vegan.
Vegan, yeah, or maybe diabetics or
Yeah,
people who are overweight.
number one.
Want to make sure overweight, like on a diet.
Well, I got thinking that maybe there's a bit of a conspiracy
this
behind
just
it.
came into a
I'm related to my dad.
bit writing session.
Yeah.
But like my theory is there is no sugar in toothpaste and there never was. But Colgate are like, if we throw the symbol on ours, people would see that and go, wait, all the other brands don't have this symbol. Maybe they've got sugar in their toothpaste. Right? What are you shaking your head for?
I don't know. I don't just whatever.
So maybe there's no sugar in any toothpaste.
I don't think I've looked at a toothpaste box that closely in my life.
Well, yeah.
Pretty important though,
So,
brushing
I
your teeth. Yeah.
But is there actual sugar in toothpaste? Or-
I don't think so.
Well, why would they? Okay, so you confirm my conspiracy then. That they've put that on there for that reason, right?
I don't know.
All the other brands use artificial sweetener.
Why have anything in it?
And
Just
like
put
kids-
your fluoride in and fucking.
Kids' toothpaste that's like bubblegum flavored and shit. It's probably like
What
covered
if there's
in
sugar in that?
This bubble gum
very
contains
sweet now.
toothpaste.
That teeth gonna fall out.
Yeah, that's, I guess that's the.
I don't know. So yeah, that my outcome to the
Okay.
whole thing was basically.
No, that's fair.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's-
here we go.
there is-
Adrian's written a bit.
No, I haven't. I said there's a thing
Hey,
called
go-
Google. We can find out if there was ever sugar in toothpaste.
Okay.
Yeah,
You should
ever.
really
I
put
don't
this
trust
laptop
Google.
on your side.
Why? Because I like to Google.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you Google so much better. So how long have you been doing it? Trying
So started again in November last year.
to do. Well,
so
how
I did-
long was your break?
So I did three nights in February last year, which I was telling Adrian, I think I might have seen you one night.
You should guys team up and do a duo.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Can you do it like a 2 man?
Don't listen to anyone.
Yeah.
but
Anyway,
yourself.
so yeah, did 3 times.
I feel
in-
like my bit's a 2-person
Yeah.
a bit. Yeah.
3 times February last year, and then at the same time I was trying to like start a successful cabinet making business, which then I established I had no interest in. So did it till November, and then got an offer, just a great, terrific offer that every day I'm grateful for, to go and work somewhere else. So I thought that would give me more time. So started
Instead
doing
of
that.
working for yourself, working for someone else.
Yeah, work for someone else. So since November last year, I've basically got up, at least once a week, most weeks at least, at least
Sometimes you
once,
say again
hopefully
twice.
2 to 3 times a week.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
As soon as I started teaching, I stopped. I didn't do it for like so long.
I did have 4 weeks off though when the government's mandates came into place.
Yeah,
And
I
I
remember.
Be one of them.
I wasn't allowed anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not anti-vax or anything. I just don't like being told what to do. So now that it's like,
Unless it's my wife.
now that it's not like a rule.
Oh, you haven't got a jab yet?
Nah,
Oh, good on you. I had to. I'm
shuffle
a
chairs
freaking
away.
teacher. I'm protected.
Yeah.
No, I didn't want to get it, but I had to keep my job.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah. Controversial.
It is.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, how long have you been doing it?
5 years off and on.
Yeah, nice.
James won't let us go watch him yet.
No.
And
Nah,
he
you don't want
awkward
anyone
as
watching
fuck.
you.
Like I said, like I thought I had like a 6 set together, and then I've bombed like 4 nights in a row. And then last Wednesday I got up and I was like, I was just not prepared, and I was like editing the podcast shit, and I was like, I legit picked like 5 things that made you guys laugh,
Okay.
and I just used them on Wednesday night, and like,
It worked.
yeah, it worked. It was sick, and I'm like, because I've been trying to go like,
Did sugar-free toothpaste make it?
I've been trying to go like edgy and dirty and shit.
So what are the things that you picked, like roughly, from that one?
There was
So
like,
Ash, every episode Ash tries to get James to do his
okay, no,
bits,
no.
and
Yeah,
he won't do
every-
it.
yeah.
And why
okay.
won't you say any of bits? Because they're out of context, and
There was-
I won't
yeah,
think they're
exactly.
funny, and you think that I'm going to react.
There was-
blah, blah, blah,
yeah.
shit.
there was
But
like, the,
I just opened my soul to you guys with my brilliant bit,
No.
and you're ripping on me. But it's out. If you did this
I'm
like
not ripping on
on
you.
stage,
but now
in front of
Steve isn't going to know the bits, so he's going to be like, oh, like what was that? And I'll be like, then I'll have to explain to him.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just all awkward. Come and see me in like 30 years.
Yeah, well, do about 100 shows and then decide what you want to do.
Yeah.
That's the best stuff. Because in the first year, I just felt like every time I got off stage, most times I felt like I got slapped in the face.
Yeah.
It's just like, you're just like, ah.
But I can imagine
And
like
the worst thing, like when you start, I would just be up at night, just wake up like, oh, fuck.
You think everyone's just going to remember you as the guy that
Yeah,
fucked
but
up?
no one gives,
Yeah.
no one cares, no one remembers.
The second you're off the
That's only
stage,
one.
like the next person comes on, and if they're shit, they'll remember that, or if they're good, they'll remember that.
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
be, I don't know. There was only a couple times someone got banned from Tune Up.
Yeah.
For being bad.
One dude
Band?
was, what the hell was his thing? He did a lot of,
Brought kids
I think
out
he
on
did
stage.
some,
Yeah.
it might have been like
So,
Holocaust or racism stuff.
Oh, okay.
So easy.
This young kid. Yeah, but he was extreme. He wrote good stuff, like some of his clean stuff.
So wait,
really
he wrote-
good. Some of his clean stuff was really good, but some of the stuff he pushed so far, we were all like, just
Leave
don't
it.
do that. Just don't do that.
yeah.
Just
he
that
would-
part. Don't do that.
But he wouldn't
I was,
listen.
I was telling these boys the first time I got on a sit-down show, the first guy up was just full like Nazi jokes and like
What was his name?
I actually don't
Steven.
remember.
Every time you talk about someone
I
bombing,
know.
and we hit the playoff button, it has like perfect playoff music.
Was he loud? Did he look like a skinny Bam Margera?
Nah,
Okay.
not
Maybe
really.
Someone else.
But anyway, and then like he kicked off the night like that, and it was just like hell for everyone else that went up because everyone.
Yeah,
was
but
just
people like blaming someone else for
yeah,
their
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Shitty joke.
yeah.
Everyone's
yeah.
bombed because of him.
Yeah, nah, you
It
can
was
get it. back.
awkward as fuck though.
If that pale white guy didn't do that toothpaste bit, I would have killed.
But yeah,
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it too much because it's not probably interesting to
What?
whoever's listening.
What?
nobody's listening.
One day.
Oh, yeah. We're just talking shit.
Yeah,
But he used to go, like,
I used to try to go
drive a lot.
as much
hey?
as possible. Yeah, Brisbane, Lismore, down south.
Yeah, I've got
really
a-
work down there.
are they
Yeah.
sweet? Because I've got a show at Ballina in.
Is this for Larry Laughs Loud or is it?
I think so. Whatever John Peacock runs.
Oh no,
nah.
that's the other one.
Yeah,
Yes.
wait,
Have you
Is it
got
at 8 Mile?
don't know.
have you got
I can
anti-woke
show you after.
jokes or
No, but I'm glad I know that now.
so which direction
no,
he's swinging?
No, it depends on where you're. Like in Lismore, the ones that we went to was just like a bunch of uni students who were all
Oh, God.
pretty much. They were all not that it's bad, but they're all pretty much like trans and really like sensitive.
Yeah, because when I when I brought up
That's
that
when you
like
push hard into trans jokes.
when I brought up that my shit was like edgy and like the night with the grandmas, like it was just 5 minutes of hell, and I had to be like, I know you guys don't like this. I've got nothing else. We're all just gonna have to push this. We're all just gonna have to push through together. And then I came and told Adrian, and he's like, "Who gives a fuck? Like, just be edgy."
Yeah, let's do it.
Tell them
like-
sluts to fuck off.
Yeah, I'm like,
You
you're not the
don't-
one
you
up
don't
there
understand.
who's dying inside.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
grandson would never say these things.
Like 2 weeks ago, I bombed hard, and I was like, the whole drive home, I'm like, I'm a fucking loser. Like,
You
So I
meant to
legit-
feel like that. That's good.
I drove from the show to like our work, like our cabinet making work, and for some reason, Adrian was there at like 10:30 at night.
and I'm,
like, what
and
are
I'm the work nerd, apparently.
He's like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "I just had to come and show myself I'm good at something in life."
Oh, damn.
So then I built cabinets till like 1 a.m. in the morning.
No, at least you're not telling yourself that went well.
Nah,
What, when it didn't? Are
Oh,
people that
do
delusional?
that. Yes. Yes.
That was
And
sweet.
Well, that's how you
it's
fail, because you
sad.
don't improve then, obviously.
yeah,
Yeah, it's sad.
Because like
The audience is the problem.
But with that attitude, you'd never improve because like
Yeah.
you know, someone would be like, "Oh no, change this or do this."
No,
And like,
people,
I'm good.
it's really hard to hear.
Yeah.
I always think the worst.
Even though you did know you did pretty bad, if someone's telling you what to fix, you don't want to hear it.
Do you film your sets? Like watch?
Nah, I record them though, this audio.
Oh,
I
yeah.
never listen back to them. I don't know why.
Really?
I don't
You
know why.
have a phone
I
for
don't know why I
the
record
episode?
them, but I think I've changed so many phones.
Oh,
I
that's
have like 2 on here. I record them just in case something amazing happens.
What's I said to you? Because you don't watch back anything you record. Eh?
No, I record them as well, but yeah, like the last few that I've recorded, I hope they somehow delete themselves off my phone.
Yeah, it's cringe as.
Didn't you say they recorded?
Yeah, so one place I go to, they have like a full. Have you done Charlotte Street?
Is that drop there?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Yes.
never sent me anything.
No, he doesn't send you anything, but he records the whole thing. So that was the night I bombed and went to work after I did that.
That I've done that a couple of times. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
They have adult clay.
Yeah, they
molding
have that next
classes
door.
Yeah, they like make dicks. It's usually just women.
They make
Yeah.
dildos.
Well, yeah, but I don't think they use them or anything.
Yeah. Because the first night I did there, I did sick. And then the second time I was like, oh, fucking, this is awkward.
Anyway.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
it depends on what you want to do. You want to, I don't know how you do it. Stories or one-liners.
Trust me, I've asked.
Oh, right. Okay. I'll probably see you at some point.
What I'm
might-
hoping to do is the night he comes and like watches me, I've like put his name on the lineup. And they're like,
I got one
Ashley,
day.
I've seen-
One shot. One opportunity.
just give him that awkward 40-minute drive back from the city.
Would it make you feel bad if you got up and just
Yeah, just
destroyed-
slayed.
And then spat on you on the way off.
Some people do the first go. I hate them.
Yeah.
I sucked for many times.
Do you
But
know? Do you know a guy? Because we used to go like back probably 5-6 years ago. The comedy club. I know they still do it, but if you go to the comedy club, you put your name down and your birthday and your address, and they'll every year on your birthday send you out free tickets, 2 free tickets.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that one.
I think it's a comedy club in the city. Anyway, you go and all our mates put the same date, same birthday, so we'd all get tickets at the same time, and every year we'd go.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So everyone who's there gets in for free, basically, but they make their money through like meals
Drinks
and
and
drinks and shit. And like the comedian,
pretty good idea.
every time we're there, there's a dude named Davo, and he has the same set. He's had the same set for years. It's on, I think it's on YouTube, and it's just little puns one after another for like 5 minutes, and they're so good. But it's the exact same. And we're like, oh my god, Davo's back, and we just wait for that one set, and it's just so fucking good.
That's good. I do a bit of puns as well.
Does he wear like a
wordplay.
denim vest?
I couldn't tell you. He's like Davo, like he's that.
Yeah,
I
right.
haven't seen that guy. How long's it go for?
Oh, it was so long ago.
Is his name Davo
Oh, so
or
it's
his
a while
name's
ago.
it's Dave something?
They just say he calls himself Davo. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
right.
Comedy club. I don't know. I remember finding his set on YouTube, but I'd fucking have to look for it. Anyway, if I
Dave
find it,
O'Neill?
Because I think there's a guy who
nah.
always does sit down who's called like Dave Eastgate or something.
Dave Eastgate.
Nah, it's not him. He's like a bogan looking fella.
I don't know.
Is this it?
Yeah, if you could find him.
That's how one of your
crack up.
mates that used to drive around with all the time.
Oh, you-
I said he looks like Bert Kreischer.
Googled YouTube Dave Eastgate.
Oh, fuck. This is why. Oh, my God.
Where he lives.
Oh, my God. This is why Adrian should have the computer.
Don't worry. I think in a couple of weeks I'll have one.
Eastgate.
I've Googled.
Don't Google into Google. You're lucky the internet didn't explode.
Is it that guy?
Oh yeah, Dave
Possibly.
Eastgate. Yeah, he's really loud and he's like a rocker.
Possibly.
He
I
does
don't know.
their,
What's his? Maybe no.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't do.
I don't
puns.
know.
He's,
No.
Nah, probably not.
He does. He does their like cruises when they have the comedy cruises.
I'll find it. I'll somehow find it. My mate was with me and he's like, he works in tech. He'd be able to just fucking do
I
it.
feel like you're going to send me something. It'll be like Dave Hughes or Dave, Dave Chappelle.
Calls himself Davo.
That's funny.
Hectic.
Did you find out if there's sugar in toothpaste?
No, I don't think so.
There's not.
I don't think so.
So why would they put it on the tube?
I don't know, mate.
It's a conspiracy, I tell you. I don't know.
Well, Steve acknowledged you, so that's the best you've got so far.
Yeah.
Thanks. Someone's got my back.
Yeah.
He was encouraging.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You push the bad ideas on people, and you seem better. No, but there's definitely something there.
It's definitely. Like if you want a clean joke amongst your dick jokes, you can throw that
But I
in
was
there.
saying like there's probably something in everything, right? You could probably
Yeah.
make.
I mean,
most
like
of it.
in all seriousness, it's pretty funny,
Oh, fuck.
right?
I'm gonna get confirmation from someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something in everything. Depends on how you present it.
Yeah, that's why I'm not that guy, and I feel like one of you two could probably. I think you should both do
Oh my
it
god.
and
Do it our own way.
Yeah.
do it your own way.
Record it.
Record it and have a stand up off.
Stand up on. We're not that good.
No.
I mean, I'm not that good.
I'm not that good. I'm terrible.
Has anyone you know been to see yet, Steve?
Yeah. Most people.
Most people.
Most people I know.
Yeah.
You haven't seen me, have you?
No.
See, I've got 5 years
that
before you can come and see
Yeah.
me.
I've still never seen Steve.
Eventually, you'll show up in a Google search.
Have you tried to Google yourself?
Have you got online stuff or not?
Nah.
No.
I got like 10 minutes in 5 years.
So. No.
10 shows.
That's that's like my greatest fear of just finally getting like have a couple of good shows in a row and then being like, come and watch me, and then it's just one of those nights where it's like awkward as fuck.
You can do the fake laugh.
And then my wife and kids are just like, what have you been doing for the last year?
I think you just get into your own head.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
100% do that.
I remember covering my face and like not
On the
committing
stage?
to it. Yeah, just being
I
like,
grew a beard and got a tan.
yeah, trying to hide. Yeah, I had
You will not remember me.
Anyway, anyone want to Uber home? Or?
I'm not getting paid for this, so I'll just be waiting outside.
Wait, did you do that? Like Uber?
Yeah. That's why I wanted to do Uber. I was like, I could do shows, any show.
Test out my jokes on the customers.
No, I don't do that. I don't know why I didn't do that. Probably get a shit rating.
Yeah. One star.
thought- yeah.
Obsessed with toothpaste.
I thought about becoming a barber for that because my barber's like hilarious. And he must just like the guys he works with must get sick of him by the end of the day because he probably just uses the same
every new
bits on
person.
everyone he cuts their hair.
You think he does a routine? Like, tell me about your day.
It'd be like,
It's just like a stage show.
yeah, I think like that'd be a sick job to work your bits out on because it's like a new audience member every haircut.
Could be. Yeah. But will that translate? I don't know. I'm getting too into it.
I don't know. My barber shop is pretty cool as well though. They're like,
Okay.
it's like full down low,
It's hip.
give you beers and shit.
Oh, the beer ones.
Is that legal?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've always thought that when he goes, do you want a beer? I'm
I
like,
suppose you need a liquor license to sell beer, but probably not to just give it away.
You don't want your barber to be drinking.
I think it's just in his fridge, and if you get one,
He wants you to be
it's on
drinking.
you. yeah, this looks sick.
See how I lined it up?
Yeah. Anyway, what do you reckon? Let's wrap it up.
How long have we gone? Almost 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours.
Jesus.
You sober enough to drive home?
We'll be after this last sip.
More alcohol
works.
makes me more
It's like
sober.
a bell curve.
Oh, sweet. All right, all good?
Yeah, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone got anything else to say?
Thanks for having me.
Crunch
Let's
it.
do that.